Hello. How's it going? What's up? Pabu's leg's intact. Everything's fine. We didn't... The set's cool. It's, we're good. How we doing tonight, though? Oh, I can switch. Hi. I meant to put chat on the screen. I didn't do that. Wrong screen. Don't look at that. Everything's fine. How's it going, though? Been a hot minute? Yeah, I've been very busy. Unfortunately. I'm glad to be here, though. And, yeah, we gonna do it. What the hell? Why would you anamorph now? Fine. If that's what you want, I'll just not show the PNG tuber. That's fine. Fine. So what's happened to heaven? How did they fall? That's for us to find out as we go. So welcome. We're going to start shortly. I just want to give like a few quick little disclaimers and stuff. Firstly, for this series, it's gonna be 3-hour sessions every 2 weeks. So we'll be doing one today. We will not be doing next week. And then we will be doing one the week after, ideally, as long as schedules work. I don't know. I'll post on Twitter and stuff when we do shit. Yeah. And, secondly, for the stream, chat interaction is going to be a little low until the end, just because we're going to be focusing on telling a story and the roleplay and all that. However, we will do all the stuff, and once I end the session, I will stay after stream for like 20 to 30 minutes and just chat with y'all and answer any questions and, you know, do the whole thing. So, yeah. Also, Timothy Aaron Caruso, is going to be joining us for most of these streams. They will actively ignore us. Yes, I'm going to ignore you. You specifically. Tim will be joining us for most of the streams. However, she did announce yesterday that she wasn't feeling great. She's still pretty ill today. So she will be sitting out of this one and hopefully be back for next session. We are Timless today. Mommy, what the fuck? Okay. Oh my god, Grubs, thank you for 28 months, I appreciate it. And
you fell from heaven, must have been a long way.
Yeah.
How fast did you fall? What is the approximate location of heaven in relation to Uranus? You can't ignore the spooky vibes.
Yeah? I agree. Thank you. Final disclaimer before we get started here. So this specifically, we're starting it in Halloween, obviously. I plan on making this a little bit more horror and spooky based. The premise for it is a little bit scarier. Show it off the PNG I made you. Fuck. It's cute. I had it off the start. If somebody does Animorph again, I will switch back. Psychic. I've been psychic. So with it being horror themed, there is going to be discussion of death and injuries and stuff like that, and we're gonna get a little gory in here. So if those kind of descriptions are not what you're down for, or not something you can handle, this is probably not the series for you. I apologize. But wait, can you redeem that ad time? I forgot to turn that on off. Sorry, I turned off a bunch of the redemptions because we're doing this a little different. So, do I get point back? Yes, please. Thank you. So, yeah. One other thing I was gonna say. So obviously we announced this. We're doing it a little big. I'm excited for it. I made my own system for this and everything. However, I am not a professional DM or anything by any means of the word. this is my first time doing anything like big like this or more than just like a one shot. So I will probably end up making mistakes and it won't be perfect. I apologize. Just go a little easy on me. I am nervous and this is my first time doing this. So I want my sub back. I'm sorry. All that matter is the rule of the cool. Thank you. So without further ado then, if all of my players are ready... Oh my god. Thank you for the 100 bits. Freddy's coming, but not today. Yeah, if all my players are ready, I'm waiting on a little thing. Yippee! We will get started. So, let me move everybody over so you can see this screen. That is not zoomed correctly. Everything's fine here. I'm going to be editing things on the fly. Just ignore that. It's cool. Everything here. I'm a professional. So, close your eyes, chat. Don't look at it. Don't look. So without further ado, let me start. So, our story now starts in the year 2135. We have been taken to the future, where technology has been booming. Everybody has been a lot happier for a long period of time. That is until the most recent World War of 2130, in which pretty much everyone in the world was ravaged by nuclear warfare. The East and West fought, and millions, hundreds of cities were destroyed, millions of people were killed, and it was just all around not a great time. However, with advances in technology and robotics, we have gotten society back a little bit to where it was before. However, after the war being so recent, the world and all that is still recovering. And with increases to medicine and stuff, those who were at the top of the economic classes are succeeding, while the other half of the world has been struggling to make ends meet, with almost half the world being homeless and just trying to scrounge up to survive. And with that, Umami, if you would like to give a quick little introduction to yourself for anybody who doesn't know you, as well as your character.
Is that for my character or for me?
For both. Shout out yourself first for anybody who doesn't know you so they can follow you if you have any socials you want them to follow, and then your character.
I'll save that for later, thanks. Terry Moody here. He's a very, scrawny, pale guy. He kind of, reaches, average height for a guy his age, about, early 20s, but he's, constantly, slouched over to the point where, he almost loses, not half a foot. He loses, a good, chunk of his height. Almost in, dinosaur position. His hair is very, greasy and unkept. It's overgrown from the point of, not caring. His eye bags are very prominent, and, on some bits of, where he still has, skin showing, he has, a good bit of, gauze rolls, wrapped around, his neck or his arms or his legs.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to start out. Terry, as you begin to wake up, you find yourself in a very, very unfamiliar place. The light that's just sitting above you is glaring into your eyes, causing you to get an immediate headache as you kind of push yourself up off the floor. the dirt from the ground in this room you're in just kind of rolling off your back as you continue to wake up. And as you look around, you will find that you are just in a really decrepit, kind of rusted over, just not very nice or clean bathroom. And what do you do?
Shit. He's just gonna like try to kind of like get up, stumbling. First like kind of like see if this bathroom's even familiar. Just because this was like a dinky little bathroom that like he would see at work.
Yeah, you kind of try and look around and look at the walls and the little pattern in the tiles, look at the floor, look at all the different furniture, but nothing here is familiar to you. This looks like it's not been touched in years, and it's just nothing even you have ever been witness to. But as you start to get up off the floor, your legs kind of taking a second to get in and almost stumbling over before able to position yourself up against the wall as support and fully stand up. Suddenly you just feel a massive wave of pain come over your brain as you sit there and groan for a second. And suddenly you are taken back to the last memory that you remember before waking up in this bathroom. And it starts with you sitting at your job, working at the normal grocery store that you always find yourself in most nights. And as you're just sitting there waiting for something to do, you hear your phone in your pocket just start to vibrate. And what do you do?
I look at it instantly. I don't care if I'm on the clock.
You pull out your phone and look at it, not really trying to be subtle about it. And you see it's a new text from your landlord, just reminding you that, saying specifically in the text, just a friendly reminder, rent due on Wednesday, thanks, with a big old smiley face emoji.
Fuck this guy. He just kind of like gives like a thumbs up, like not even like as a text. He like leaves his like a little like react thing, just showing that he read it.
You leave that little reaction and it kind of popped up on the screen, trying to be all cute with the new texting system that phones have been introducing now. And you just slide that phone back into your pocket and kind of lean back over the check stand that you're sitting behind. It's probably about 10 p.m. at night. The Teddy B's grocery store that you work at is almost completely dead. There's like nobody around. There may be one or two people walking around in the store, but it's a very, very slow night. And as you're just kind of sitting there, the only person in the store, you hear the intercom over the system, store system start to play. And all of a sudden, a voice you haven't really heard before, a very deep voice, almost robotic in a way, comes over the intercom system. And you just hear, Terry Moody to aisle 7, please. Urgent assistance needed. Terry Moody, please come to aisle 7. And what do you do?
Okay, he just like trudges over to the aisle. His eyes freaking like just twitching now. He's so annoyed like with that text message he got now.
You start to make the walk over to aisle 7. It's a little bit ways down in the store. It's a pretty big store, so you have to walk for maybe like a good minute to get there. And suddenly, as you start to get close to aisle 7, like walking past aisle 9 at this point, you just hear a simple tap, 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 tap. Clearly coming from aisle 7, which is a bit strange. It's clearly abnormal. Clearly somebody's doing this. And, do you continue on?
Just kind of like, he kind of like peeks around his head looking for the source of this happening.
It's clear from where you're at right now, you can't really see where it is. It sounds like kind of behind a wall, like somebody almost is tapping on like one of the shelves over there with their fingernail, just a tap, 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 very rhythmically.
Hey, whoever's doing that, could you please stop? He says as he's like walking over.
Okay, so you turn over to aisle 7 and look in, and there is nobody there. The tapping has stopped. There is not a single person on this aisle. And you see that a whole bunch of the oatmeal that is supposed to be on this aisle, just the boxes of oatmeal, has been knocked onto the floor. And can I have you make a perception check?
Yeah. I assume there's no like well, what modifier is this for again? Oh wait, I see now. I have to modify that again.
Yep.
Because I have 2 dots on my perception.
So that'll be a +2, yeah.
That is a 18.
18, perfect. So you aisle 7's a pretty big aisle with all this breakfast stuff, and you kind of take a step back for a second, just looking at the mess that clearly somebody has made. And you see that it's been kind of arranged in a way that it seems to make out a set of words. And you kind of get on your tippy toes to read it more fully as it's on the floor, and you see that it spells out "Heaven awaits." And what do you do?
Oh my god, we're fucking haunted now. I can't believe this. He just kind of like, he like leaves to go like get like a broom or something to clean it up with. Like it's his mess now.
Yeah, okay. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's it.
Okay.
He's very confused. But also he's super irritated that like someone is also going to ask him like to clean up the oatmeal.
Yeah. So at this point, you are very annoyed. You let out like a very just tired sigh. You've been here for so many hours, and just having to deal with something like this is really not what you're hoping for this night. And you know that the broom is in the office on the complete other end of the store. So you just start to make the trudge over there. And every once in a while, or actually for this, will you make a survival check for me?
Yes. 16.
Okay. So you're just walking down the aisles trying to get up to the office where this broom would be located along with all the other cleaning supplies. And you feel like at random intervals you're starting to hear the tapping again. Just out of random places. At some point it's to the right of you on aisle 10. The next point it's on aisle 20 to the left of you. And you feel like you're going insane. It's just an insistent tap, 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 tap.
He's gonna like he's like jarring his head like with like each tap, and like if he like makes it to the office, he's gonna like search around for like another coworker in there because he thinks he's getting pranked now.
Gotcha. So you go back to the office and you can see that the schedule for the day has been written out there. And you can see that you are scheduled there. You're not supposed to get off until midnight tonight. It's your normal closing shift. And there was supposed to be someone there with you. However, their name is crossed out, written in, called in sick on the schedule. And as you look, that is the only other person that was supposed to be with you tonight. It's not a name you recognize, must be a new hire or something, but there is nobody tonight.
He's gonna take the broom from there, like kinda like head back to the aisle and like listen. He's gonna like stop and listen out for like the tapping again, like just see like if it's coming from like a certain aisle again.
So you go to do your walk back. It's gonna take like a 2-minute walk to get back to the aisle, and you like kind of dart your head around thinking you're gonna hear the tapping, but there is nothing now. It is dead silent. There is not even like a person talking or anything like you may hear as you're walking past the aisle. All that you hear is the music that they constantly play over the intercom that you have heard so many times, the same songs over and over again. And eventually you make it to aisle 7 with this broom now, and what are you gonna do?
He's just like he's He's gonna like try to like sweep it up. He's just even more irritated, just like kind of muttering like, "Someone didn't fucking lock the door. There's kids in here now. I know it."
Yeah, so you're muttering this to yourself, just really annoyed, and suddenly the tapping comes back, and you just hear tap, 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 tap. And before you can even react, suddenly it starts going tap, 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 tap. And suddenly you feel a cloth from behind get pulled over right over your mouth.
Shit. My freaking fight response kicks in. Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have you make a strength check.
Oh, I'm not good at those. 8.
Okay, so you're sitting there trying to fight him. You're like kind of pushing up against him. He has his arms essentially wrapped around your neck at this point as he pushes the cloth over your mouth and nose, and you can feel that this cloth is wet. There's clearly something on this. And he just keeps pushing and pushing as you continue to fight and fight. And eventually you feel your breath, which has now been increased, and you're breathing heavy and heavy. And eventually it just starts to slow down and continue to slow as you eventually lose consciousness and everything goes black. And from there, your mind is suddenly shot back with another jolt of pain to the bathroom that you find yourself in again. Just the rust-covered walls. You think you saw a cockroach in the corner, but you're not really sure. And anything could be happening here. And what do you do?
Is there like a clear entrance or exit from this bathroom?
Yeah, so if you
I assume on the bath pier.
Yeah, it'll be this right here.
This is open?
Yeah, the door is wide open.
Hey.
You can see out into the other room, but you can see the floor. There's like not really a flooring in this other room. It is just dirt.
Just like that tank from like it's like shoes hitting the floor just like goes in like the pitter from dirt.
Yeah,
it's
you start to walk out of this bathroom into the dirt, and you can just feel your feet like almost like a gravelly sound as you keep stepping. And you eventually come out the door and see another person lying on the ground near another door at the end of the room. He's in a business suit, blonde-haired man, just laying there completely unconscious.
Just kind of like surface level check him. I'm not touching him or anything.
You look and go over to just kind of look at him, and you see out of the corner of your eye, there is also a woman on the other end of the room lying completely unconscious. And yeah, they are out.
I have the opportunity to do something really funny right now. But can I check this businessman's pockets real quick, see if they're saying kind of like identification?
Yeah, you may. I guess, Pabu, what would he have in his pockets?
As Terry searches through this man's pockets, you find a new bottle of aspirin. Like, it's got the 100 little freaking pills. You find a phone that seems older than yours, but in a better condition. Like, it...
Oh, he's old.
You do not recognize the type in character, but out of character, it's a Nokia phone.
Yeah.
And then a pen that has been chewed to hell and back.
Fuck, and they took his money. Okay. He's gonna lightly shake him up and try to shake him awake. But also we just kind of lean in really close and be like, "Hey, wake up."
So you're shaking this man, trying to get him awake, talking to him, trying to get him awake. And you hear some rustling But it is not from this man. It is from the woman at the other end of the room. And Benzie, if you have any social medias you want to shout out, please go ahead. But otherwise, introduce your character.
All right. I'll save the social media stuff since I'm not really a producer of any kind.
No worries.
So, Katya's waking up, I assume?
Yeah, please introduce her to the audience.
All right, lovely. She is dressed very neatly. She's got a blazer on. Her clothes look fine, high society. She's got a headset on and a mouthpiece with a weird little visor over one of her eyes that, as she wakes up, seems to flicker with little reports and messages. She, in short, looks incredibly expensive and a little bit mean. Because the moment she wakes up, she is scowling.
Gotcha. Perfect. So you wake up kind of feeling yourself also just on this hard dirt floor. You can feel the dirt, like, as you try to sit up, kind of, like, rushing off your back as you look over and scowl at the man who is now looking at you at the other end of the room. And before you can even do anything, your mind also just has a pain shock go through it, and you are also taken back to your last memory before waking up in this just dirty, disgusting room. And it is the morning of July 6th, 2135. You're asleep and suddenly your alarm blares up, just ringing so loud as you realize it's in time in the morning that you would usually get up to start getting ready for work. And what do you do?
She will sit up super groggily and slam her hand on the alarm with far too much force, but this thing is obviously high-tech enough to withstand it.
Yeah, you slam your hand down on it, and the alarm kind of bounces up for a second before landing back in place on the nightstand right next to your bed.
Of course, once that's shut off, she'll, with a scowl, as always, start getting ready for work, doing her very in-depth skincare routine and getting dressed and all that.
Yeah, so you get up out of bed, it takes a second, your back is hurting from all the work you were doing yesterday and just trying to get through it. And you slowly get up out of bed and head over to your bathroom to start doing your skincare and put on your makeup and all that. And after about like 30, 45 minutes or so, you finally finish up and I assume start heading downstairs to like make yourself some breakfast.
Yep.
And as you're going down, you just have this thought in your mind of the stuff you were doing yesterday and how close you think you are to finally climbing up another rung on the corporate ladder that you've been so desperately trying to do for the last couple of months now. You feel like you've been stuck in this position that you've been at for now and just really want to kind of get this promotion that you feel like you've been working so hard for. And as you go down the stairs, you look over at your kitchen and see on the wall, it's almost like they sprayed whatever this red liquid is in their hand and just smeared it along the wall. And you see that it says the words "Heaven awaits." And what do you do?
She looks absolutely disgusted. Mainly that it was vandalized. And she'll make a note to go and check the cameras when she can, but first try to clean this, like grab cleaning stuff from under the sink, and try to figure out what this liquid is, but also scrub it off.
Gotcha. So as you go down into the kitchen, can you make me a perception check?
I sure can. That's the thing I'm good at for a 23. Jesus.
Perfect. So you go down and you look over and you see that your fridge door is like slightly open. and you go over and pull the fridge door open just because you're pretty sure you didn't leave it open. And you can see there is the bottle of ketchup that you keep in the fridge is just lying on its side on the top shelf, and it looks like a bunch of the ketchup is spilled out onto the top shelf and as well as now dripping onto the floor. And this is clearly what was used to make whatever vandalism somebody just did.
She is going to very angrily yell something vaguely about how much she hates flies, and knowing this will attract flies, is going to try to get to work to clean that up, and make a little note on her table to give to her secretary later to both check any cameras or file a report if need be.
So you start cleaning up the wall on here, very annoyed. You're doing it very rapidly, just wanting to get this shit over with, because you also have to go to work in an hour or so, and you haven't made breakfast, you haven't gotten dressed, you have a lot to do. And will you make me a nature check?
Yes, I will. Let me look at what that is for me. Not good, as predicted.
Damn, she's not in tune with nature? Fuck.
That's a 1.
So you hear outside... I was not expecting you to roll that low. You hear outside just the wind rustling, and like the trees that are outside your house, they're just rustling. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like it's windy.
It's a normal day. She can look past that easily. And start like trying to put on her heels, just muttering to herself how much of a weird and already horrible day this is.
You are just muttering to yourself, this is fucking annoying. This is supposed to be your day. This was supposed to be the one where you get everything you wanted. And it has just sucked. Like, already. You already do not feel good about going to work. Obviously, you have to, but you don't want to. You do not feel like it. And suddenly, as you're putting on your heels, just finishing getting ready, you feel an arm just wrap around your neck.
Obviously start trying to fight that, or at least scratch at the arm, whatever she can do.
So you start trying to claw at the arm, and you can see that it is wearing some sort of metal plating on it. Your scratches are doing nothing. And as you try to fight back, can you make a strength check?
It'll do. Oh god. What is that? That's an 11.
Okay. So you're trying to fight back, but this person, whoever they are, clearly the metal suit that they're in is helping them, and you cannot get anything. You're trying to push your elbows up, you're trying to move the arm however you can, but they are behind you with the clear advantage here, and they just have this strong grip as they keep going and going, and as eventually you continue to lose breath, and after a minute or two more of fighting, you fall unconscious. And your mind, with another shot of pain, is shot back into the dirty, disgusting room that you find yourself in. The person still looking at you, standing over this businessman who is unconscious on the floor. And you kind of feel your neck just instinctively after that, and you can feel that there's still, like, probably some marks from the attack just around your neck where they had the arm, and probably their metal plating kind of cut in a little bit.
Alright. As she gets up, feeling her neck, she's going to assess the situation in front of her, point a finger at Terry, and yell, "Did you do this?
What? No. He like puts his hands like off of Oliver and like up in the air like I'm innocent.
Oh my god, you're robbing everyone who's rich. And she starts trying to fumble through her pockets, and it's looking like she's trying to look for something.
He already didn't have his money.
With that, she's gonna pause and then see if she can find her own wallet in her pockets.
You're searching around, trying to find your wallet. You're tapping everywhere, and you can't at this point even remember if you had your wallet in your pocket yet, or if you like left it on your counter or something, but it is not here.
Right. She'll point then at the man unconscious on the ground and ask, then why is he out? Did you attack him? Did you strangle him?
No, I can't strangle people, really.
She'll
He was like,
glance
this
him
will
up
make
and
accurate.
down and go, oh. She'll glance him up and down and go, I can tell. Maybe you aren't a threat. What about him? Is he dead? Please don't tell me he's dead.
I don't know. He's like still like kind of like trying to like get him up.
Make a medicine check for me, Terry, because you're closer.
That's 12.
Okay, that's good enough. You can see, just from Oliver, you can see his chest moving up and down. It's very slow, but it's clear he's breathing.
He's good. He's a little thumbs up.
Is there anything wrong with him? Why is he asleep? Is he just taking a nap, or... Hold on. Did you get strangled, too?
Kinda.
Kinda strangled. Oh, yeah, I just kinda got strangled. What does that mean?
Like, I couldn't strangle. I couldn't fight back. I was just out.
She's gonna start, like, snapping her fingers as if telling him to, like, hurry up while he's talking.
Can you stop doing that? It's really annoying.
Oh, great. I'm sorry that your biggest problem is that you're annoyed when we've got a... I don't want to say dead, but...
He's not
really
dead.
sleepy guy on the floor.
And as Katya, you're doing this just snapping, trying to get Terry to hurry up. Oliver, would you like to introduce your character?
So this resting or previously resting man in a business suit, like as you look at him, he's sort of like, he's 6 foot. He's got a bit like tanner skin, but like it doesn't look artificial. It like Ro likes spending time outside. It looks like he's maybe in like his late 30s. And like, I think as like he wakes up, hearing the snapping, he wakes up like shocked, like, what's for school?
You're like in your 50s.
37.
As you are waking
way.
up, you just see this bright light coming down on you, and your eyes are hurting as Terry is kind of bent over you, just looking down at you. And
You got that fisheye lens view.
And suddenly your brain just has a shock of pain as your mind wanders elsewhere, and you go back to the afternoon of July 6th, 2135, the last memory you remember, which you're kind of just sitting in your office waiting for the next thing to do. You've done your last couple of tasks. It's a pretty standard day. It seems like people are just going about their business. You can hear just the murmuring in the office of like all the other different conversations happening among your coworkers. But you're just kind of hanging out over where you usually sit. You have your pen and you're kind of chewing on it a little bit. And anything special you do?
I guess Oliver hates having nothing to do. He's just kind of like bouncing his leg a little, just like, waiting, like, kind of impatiently, like, just for anything to do. Maybe, like, humming a little tune he freaking remembers. He is very clearly, like, he doesn't try to look like he's BSing work. He just legitimately got stuff done early and doesn't have anything else to do.
You're sitting there humming the song to you. It's very clear. You're just off on your own, doing your own thing, waiting for whoever's supposed to give you your next task to come and do it. It's been like 10 minutes since your last one, and that's, for you, that's a long time. You need something to do right now. And suddenly, as you're just sitting here humming this tune, you just hear a loud bang coming from a cubicle, like 4 behind you. And will you make me a compassion check?
Alright. Oh no. That's gonna be a 2.
Okay.
I'm trying, man.
You're looking around and seeing all the people talking, having their conversations over here, and they must have heard that, right? Like, there's no way they didn't. And what do you do?
I mean, someone else would check it, but it wouldn't hurt if I checked it. I mean, maybe everyone else is still busy and like, I should go check it. I'm going to go check it. I will check it because I'm the only one that can check it right now. Yes, I need to check it.
You give yourself this little pep talk. You're gonna go check this problem, and you walk back towards the source of the sound you heard. It's kind of clear where it was because all the conversations are kind of happening on like the far ends of the room, but this was happening like near the center, kind of where you are. And you keep walking, and over by the desk where you think you heard the sound, you see a envelope with your name on it, written in seemingly the same ink that's from your pen. And what do you do?
Taking the envelope, walking back to my cubicle, opening it up and reading it. Someone forgot to drop it by me?
Yeah, so you think somebody must have forgotten this letter. It's clearly for you. That's not your cubicle, but maybe somebody just got confused or something. It's nothing to worry about. And you open the envelope, and in giant black, like, scratchy text, it reads, "Heaven awaits. Head to the conference room. We are waiting. From management." And what do you do?
Did we get sold to the LDS? I guess I have to go.
So you realize it's your time. You gotta go do this. And you start to head towards the conference room. Not really pushing by people having their conversations, but just like getting through as you would in a busy, crowded office. And you head over to the conference room. And as you're getting nearer, you start to hear the clicking of a pen. Just click in, click out, click in, click out. And you put your hand on the doorknob to the conference room, still just hearing this clicking, seemingly coming from the inside. And what do you do?
I'm gonna start clicking my pen too.
So you start clicking back. Are you doing it like the same rhythm that they're doing?
Yeah, and I open the door.
So you open the door, matching their rhythm, and you enter, hoping to expect your pen-clicking buddy to be in here, and it is empty. There is nobody in here. And you kind of walk in, the lights are on, and kind of close the door behind you. And will you make me a survival check?
Oh no. You can't do this to me. Oh no! That's a 3!
Everything's normal here. The conference room's empty, but everything's normal.
Alright, I'll sit down. I mean, maybe I'm a little early.
You take a seat. Maybe they got caught up in something. It's a busy day at the office. Like, who knows what happened? And you take your seat, just kind of clicking your pen still. You kind of remember the rhythm that the other person was doing it in, whoever it was. So you just continue clicking it. And suddenly you feel a knock on your shoulder, like just a little like tap tap on your shoulder.
I turn around. Hey!
You turn around and see it is someone in a full suit of like futuristic metal armor, helmet and all. You cannot see any features about this person, and they just look down at you with a robotic voice holding onto both of your shoulders and just goes, "Heaven awaits."
These preachers recently have been getting quite eccentric with their budget, right? Like a little nervous, huh?
You say this to this person, and kind of like a dog when you talk to them, he just turns his head to the side, looking down at you, and his grip on your shoulders strengthens.
No, I'm all for a little love tap and touch, that sort of thing, but isn't this like a bit much? I think my shoulder bones would not like that.
Yeah, it's starting to hurt a little. And would you make a dex check as he lets go of your shoulder with his one arm, but seems to raise it kind of up near his head?
Right? These days are rolling abysmal! Jeez!
What was it?
3!
Gotcha.
Oh, that would!
Oh my god. He raises his hand up near his head, and you can... Yeah, I don't know, this is weird. And suddenly he just brings it down, chopping you in the neck. And you instantly go knockout. There is no fighting against this. You are instantly out. And you wake back up in this room, which... Carrie's still standing over you. The dirt kind of still coming off your suit. As another shock of pain goes through your mind.
First thing I do is look down at my suit, seeing there's dirt on it, and it's like... And look at Terry, and then be like, do you think they have dry cleaning around here?
No. I don't think they'd be that nice.
Oh, alright. Where is this?
I don't know. I'm gonna start investigating now because everyone up here is awake.
Okay, so you start looking around. Sorry, I took a bite of food at the worst time.
The store here, is it locked?
You go over to it and try to turn the knob, and it is not moving.
No, I didn't. No, wow, it's locked. Oh my gosh.
And as you are turning on the knob to the door, you all look down because you hear a ring coming seemingly from your wrist. And there is a bracelet that you have never seen before. You do not own this. Attached to your wrist.
I'm gonna try to take it off.
You start trying, you like grab at the bracelet and like pull slightly, and instantly from inside your arm, just a zap of pain that makes you almost let go of the bracelet. And it's not even like the bracelet like was electrified or anything. It's like it came from inside your arm, like almost at like the bone.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
it do a weird thing when you pull on it? I'm gonna do that too.
No, don't do that.
Oliver, you pull on the bracelet and the same thing. You're almost like forced to let go because of the shock just coursing through your arm.
Interesting.
And you suddenly hear, as you look on the watch's interface, you see 3 dots that have been like almost doing like the buffering symbol. And suddenly a little wave, like a sound wave, shows up, and you start to hear a voice coming from this watch. However, before we get to that, I'm going to switch what screen we're seeing, and we're going to head over to the other room.
Oh?
We're going to head over here. And...
Who is this?
Peanut, would you like to introduce yourself?
I've been mentally preparing myself this whole time, and now I'm scared. Um, I'm Peanut. I'm smallest Peanut on like pretty much everything. Thank you, King, for putting my link. And I play the character Sayaka Ono Noel. She is this kind of petite, like goth looking girl. She's got like a teal blue type, I don't know the color precisely. The teal color with teal colored hair with a purple strand that is tied up into one big side ponytail with little star-shaped earrings. She's wearing this very pretty dark blue dress that has a lot of it's cloth question mark. I don't know how to describe it, but she's got little sashes that are attached to her wrist and down her dress to make like a little tail, and some knee-high boots. And that's my girl. Oh
Yeah.
no.
So, oh no, you wake up and everything's pitch black. That you're in a tight, confined space, and you can see nothing. Your head's kind of hurting a little, but you were just in this like almost box. And what do you do?
Say, you put me in a fucking box.
You are in the box.
First thing she's gonna do is like try to feel around because it's dark. She wants to understand her surroundings. And then touch her hair. Is her hair okay?
So you touch your hair, and your hair's fine. Everything's good, girl. You look great.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You start feeling around this box, and as you feel the wall in front of you, it pushes open, and immediately you tumble out onto the ground there. And you kind of look behind you and see that you're in like almost a kitchen cupboard, and immediately a flash from a cell phone camera that has the flash on just blasts into your eyes. And you just see this dude. He's like 5'8", a little bit shorter. He has this blonde, slicked up, almost like very much gel. So much gel in it hair. He's wearing a pair of sunglasses indoors. He has on this blue hoodie with a little logo on it. Just a pair of like normal jeans and blue sneakers, and immediately you see that he has his phone up above him, taking a selfie with you in the picture, and you just hear a hell yeah.
you. She is gonna again. Is her hair okay? She's fixing her hair.
Your hair's fine.
First,
maybe there's a couple of strands that came out, but you're able to quickly like put them back up. And
okay, she's gonna look up at him and just go, if you wanted a picture, you could have asked first. And then she's gonna kind of sit up.
you can see he's still checking his reflection in the phone. He's not even looking at you. And he just goes, oh, nah, bro, nah. To get the best reactions, you gotta do it when nobody's expecting it. This is how you get the good stuff. I learned this from my YouTube channel.
And then she's gonna like start rubbing her chin because I think she like kind of bumped her chin on the floor. And she's gonna be like, oh no, it bumped her chin. It hurt. Like, that's not cute.
And before he's even able to say anything, your mind shoots back with a shock of pain to the last memory that you remember, which is on the night of July 6th, 2135. You have just finished a concert with one of your bands. It went great. The crowd was out there. They were loving it. You had a wonderful time. And you just left the stage and are starting to head back to the kind of backstage area when you feel a tap on your shoulder.
Oh no, turns around.
You turn around and see the man you know as Antonio standing there. he's a little bit taller than you, so he's kind of looking down, and he just looks at you with a big grin and kind of does like a little flick on his chin with his finger and goes, no, you killed it out there.
Tony, you did so good too.
Oh, thank you, but I think that's expected from us at this point.
I mean, that's true, but like the crowd especially went wild when you had your solo.
I can't blame them. I'm really proud of this one. Anyways, I just wanted to come and say goodbye. I gotta head home and do some things, so I'll talk to you later, cutie.
Okay, get home safe.
And he kind of turns around, giving a little wave as he starts to walk off in the opposite direction. And you kind of know that you left all of your stuff in your dressing room backstage. And what do you do?
Oh no, I forgot my things. I gotta go back. She's like actually narrating this to herself, and then she's gonna she's gonna start walking back to her room.
So you start to head back to your dressing room. It's in the opposite direction that Antonio was kind of walking in. And will you make me a perception check?
Okie dokies. Oh, that's not bad. How do you do? 24.
24. Okay. So as you're walking back, you kind of see, kind of around a corner to a hallway different than the one you're going to, you see another familiar face, the face of your band's, I think it was guitarist. I have to check now. Yeah, the guitarist. No.
Okay, no, never mind.
It was the
Sorry,
guitarist.
that was Tony.
You see the long black and white just mane of the man you only know as Greaseball. And he's kind of looking around the corner, and as soon as he sees your eyes kind of go towards him, he jumps back and starts, like, heading down the hallway.
Well, goodbye, Grease. You did really good today.
You kind of hear, like, just a stumbling over words, like, oh, yeah, and he is gone.
What a weirdo.
And
I'm gonna go to my room.
okay, so you continue back to your dressing room, and you finally get there. It has your name on the door. You guys are doing like a couple of concerts here on a couple of consecutive days. It's a pretty big venue, so you guys were happy to book it.
Yeah, on her door too. Like she knows it's temporary, but she put like sticker diamonds around the door.
Oh, yeah, you see the
Just so she
familiar
knew it was
diamonds.
hers.
And do you try to enter?
I do. I hope. Please don't make me strength check the door.
You try, and the door seems to be locked. And will you make me a sleight of hand check?
Oh no! I gotta break into my room again. That's still freaking. That's an 8.
Okay. So you are trying to turn the knob, and it's locked.
Oh no! Can I look around, see if like Grease is around?
Yeah, you kind of look around, go back to the hallway that you saw Grease in, and no, there's nobody there. Everything's kind of quiet. And you don't remember locking the door. That you don't think that's something you would have done when you're leaving, and you know you have to come back. So that's strange.
She's kind of like moving her arms around. She's like, I don't know what to do. What do I do? And I'm gonna try the door again.
You go back to the door and feel against the doorknob, and you're turning it, and it's still not moving, and you let go of the doorknob, frustrated, and suddenly the door slams open, banging into the wall of the dressing room.
Oh.
But
I didn't know I was that strong.
There's nobody in the doorway.
Am I sure? Can I check around? Because now I'm nervous. What if a fan broke in or something?
Do you like start to like peek into the dressing room?
Yeah, I just like kind of poke my head around and I look around.
You start looking around, and you can see on one of the mirrors in a very deep red shade of lipstick, somebody has written "Heaven Awaits." but you don't see anybody.
Am I getting death threats or something? That's not cool.
Do you
Oh,
enter
no.
the room?
I want to look around one more time. Just one more time.
You look around, kind of like feeling the door now. The knob's turning. You look at all around the room, nothing.
Okay. I guess I'll walk in.
And on the counter, you see like all your stuff that you would normally just keep on your person for like daily stuff. Just sitting there where you left it.
Okay. She's like kind of freaked out. She looks at the lipstick again. She's like, I don't even wear the shade.
That's not the right brand.
No. This is stuff you get from Bullseye.
And I assume she would like look through her stuff to kind of just make sure whoever did this lipstick was clearly in there. So like, I don't know, maybe they stole something from her bag or something.
Definitely, but it wouldn't be like her typical stuff, like her clothes bags that she keeps on her. She checks those first.
Yep, so you're going through your bags, and on the hallway outside where you were just at, you just start to hear on the wall a tap, 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 tap.
She's like, oh, wait, that's good. I gotta remember that. And then she'll take out her drumming sticks and she'll kind of tap on the floor to it.
You're kind of tapping, and the person just continues the same rhythmic tapping that they were doing before. But it seems to be almost getting closer.
She's gonna stand up and peek her head out.
As you go to peek your head out, the tapping turns from a tap, 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 to a tap, 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 tap. And suddenly, you
That's
just...
so fucking scary.
Suddenly, you peek your head out the corner, and instantly, just a slam into your neck.
Oh, shit!
As you like fall to the ground and don't pass out immediately. You're kind of looking up. That fucking hurt. Your neck feels like it is throbbing at this point, and you're kind of looking up off from down on the ground, and you see the same figure that Oliver saw earlier with the metal suit just completely covering their body and helmet. He just comes over and bends over like your face, so his face is above yours, looking down, and just in the same robotic voice goes, "Heaven awaits." And you start to fade out of consciousness. Is there anything you do while you're just lying here on the floor before you fade out?
I can't move, can I?
You like try to move, but you're that hurt, and your like consciousness is slowly fading to black. And
that hurt like a motherfucker. I will just allow myself to die.
so, and then you completely fade into black, and then you kind of wake back up back in this room that you're in, and you like want to almost look around as this pain shoots through your brain, but all you can see in your face is the face of the dude who just took a picture with you. And he's just looking at you and like going, "Bro, are you okay?"
It wasn't you that knocked no out. You're too skinny.
No, I was just waiting here. I was wondering if you were gonna die, because like if you did end up dying and I could get a photo of that would go great on my Instagram. Do you know the amount of views that post would get?
I kind of wish that you didn't wake up now. I'm gonna look around.
So you get up to start looking around, and you hear a rustling from the kitchen cupboard next to you. And final player, Saiken, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Harry Lawton. I'm 27 years old. I am a private detective, I suppose is the title you could give me. But I mostly specialize in trying to get help to the less fortunate who often will be left behind by
the system here.
Gotcha. So you wake up pitch black, and you are kind of just in this box, and your mind's still fuzzy. It hurts a little. And what do?
He kind of looks around and realizing he can't really see, just very carefully reaches his hand out to kind of feel what's around him.
As you start to kind of reach out, you can feel that the wall in front of you is almost like a door, it seems, but this, you push on it, and it's not like it's locked, but it's like jammed almost. And you can hear voices like pretty nearby as you continue to try push on this door. And oh no, you can hear as this door next to you is just clanging.
He's gonna just slightly stop pushing on it and try to listen more intently to the voices.
Was fucking muted. I said I wanted to try the door.
You walk over to the door, and this person that has been with you kind of also moves over and kind of just stands over here and takes out his phone again and goes, "Oh my, wait, before you open the door, in case it's like a ghost or something, I need to get this on camera. You don't understand. My followers will love this." And he's kind of positioning himself with the camera.
She's gonna stop trying at the door, and then she's gonna kind of stand there and stare at him and go, instead of being useless, can you help Ono with the door?
Dude is just gonna kind of, and Harry, you're hearing all this. Dude is just gonna kind of turn around and just go, "Useless? I have 5 million followers on Instagram. I am not useless." And he is clearly very angry.
Kinda useless to Ono right now, because Ono doesn't care.
Well, you're useless to me. Are you gaining me any followers? I don't think so. I haven't seen you in any of my videos or anything. You're not making me successful.
How many? Do I remember the last time I checked my follower count on Instagram?
It's been a little bit, but like last you checked, the band itself has like probably a couple million. It's pretty famous, but you yourself, you're only sitting at like 300, 400K.
Oh, okay. And then she's gonna just sit there and just go, I mean, Ono only really focuses on something that's important, like her band. And since we've never heard of you, I guess you don't really mean anything. So can you actually do something and please open this door with me?
You can see he is fuming, and he is just gonna come on over, and instead of opening the door, he's gonna go to the cupboard next to it and just punch the door. And you can see Harry, especially as the light comes in, that the door that Harry was locked in, suddenly from the shock swings open. And Ono, will you make me a dex check?
Oh. I suppose. If I could open my damn sheet. That is a 21.
Good enough. Okay, so you are... Vander suddenly punches this door, and you see what is going to happen here, and you jump back out of the way, just missing the door as it flies open, and you see this man just kind of sitting in the kitchen cupboard, pretty similar to how you were.
She's gonna peek her head in and then look at Vander and go, "Oh, you're not useless, thank you," and then turn over to Harry and go, are you okay?"
I'm fine. Where are we? What is going on here?
Suddenly, as you two are talking, you can just see, Harry, your eyes just go pure white as Vander takes another selfie with the flash on, just blinding your eyes.
Was that really necessary?
He's just gonna kind of give a scowl, clearly annoyed at this point.
Just so you know, I would rather you not post that anywhere. I'm not particularly comfortable being super present on social media.
He's just looking down at his phone, typing something, like kind of waving his hand in the air, just like, speak to my lawyers, speak to my lawyers.
Wait, you just got a connection? And then I want to pull out my phone, like my iPhone 56 or something.
You got the new iPhone 1000. They just came out with the model.
Shit.
It is clean. It looks nice. And you pull it up,
My
and
bad.
you have no reception now.
Who are you typing to? Ono has no connection.
He's just looking down on his phone, and he's just, I'm scheduling this post to post whenever I get reception. I don't know how long it's been, and my followers are going to get really mad. I usually post at least every 20 minutes, so they're going to be really confused, and I don't want to break the streak.
Ugh.
That is quite ridiculous. That would imply that you don't get any sleep.
I mean, who needs sleep when you have numbers to gain? And as he is saying, as Harry, your mind is just shot with pain. As you go back to the final memory that you remember before waking up here, it's the evening of July 7th, 2135. You just finished your work at your office, the normal standard day. Nothing really too interesting happened. Just pretty normal stuff for you. And you're just kind of walking home. It's a pretty nice evening. There's like slight breeze. The wind is just shaking the trees slightly. It's pretty peaceful, honestly. And as you are walking home, is there anything interesting or special you do?
They just probably are just kind of feeling the breeze and take out a cigarette and light it to smoke one before they get home. They'd rather not smoke it around their daughter.
Yeah. You take out the cigarette, just lighting it. Probably the last cigarette you're going to be able to smoke for the day, but honestly, probably all you're going to need. And you're just smoking. It's a pretty warm day out, so you're feeling the warmth from the cigarette, the warmth from the just atmosphere, and you just continue on strolling. And as you get to your house, your front door is wide open.
They immediately go into detective mode and run up to the door and the frame to see if it looks like it's damaged at all and it was a break-in in any way, or perhaps Ruthie just managed to reach up to the knob and the lock and get it open somehow.
Make an investigation check.
That's my fun one. What is that? Is that I roll twice?
No, so if it's blue, each dot counts as a +2, so I think it'd be +6 for you.
Okay. That's 21 then.
Okay, perfect. So you go and investigate the door frame, kind of investigate the knob, the little mechanism that actually is supposed to lock on the knob, and there is no signs of forced entry or anything. Everything's pretty standard. It looks like the door just was opened pretty, like somebody opened the door purposefully.
You're just gonna kind of lean in and call out, Rita? Ruthie?
You kind of call out, feel the breeze in the background as you stand in the doorway calling out, and you don't hear anything back.
Scrunches his face a little bit, is confused. And takes out his gun and just not putting it out, but just keeping his hand on it and it to the side, and starts slowly walking through, still calling out to their wife and daughter.
You kind of start strolling through the house, calling out. You check the kitchen. Your wife hasn't done the dishes yet, but otherwise everything in the kitchen is pretty normal. There's a pile of dirty dishes left in the sink, but probably was busy with the kid, so it's fine. You walk into the living room. Everything's pretty standard. Go into your bedroom, and you suddenly look and see on the back wall in black ink something is written, and it says "Heaven awaits." And can you make me a nature check?
A nature check, okay. That's 4.
It's just black ink on the wall.
They're going to kind of pretty quickly go over to Ruth's room.
You start heading over to Ruth's room and open the door, and nothing's inside. Everything of Ruth's is where it should be. Everything's standard, and suddenly you feel a pain in your arm as you look over and see a needle has been poked in, and something has been injected into you.
They're gonna look in the direction of where the needle came from, now just fully pointing the gun up.
You point up your gun and start to look over, and you see a figure in a full set of metallic armor, very futuristic, just looking down at you, and he says "Heaven awaits." And as you're trying to point your gun, you start to feel your arm kind of like shaking, like you're about to drop it. Like you can't keep your arm up. It's almost about to go pretty much limp.
They just yell out to him, "Where the fuck are my wife and daughter?"
You yell this out with like almost the last of your strength as your body just kind of starts to like wobble and you fall down onto the ground. Your vision's like fading in and out, and this figure just stands over you and slightly tilts his head to the right, not saying a word, as you fully black out and wake back up with Ono standing in front of you, the influencer dude just still typing on his phone, and you are back in this room as another shock of pain goes over your mind.
He's going to leap out of the cabinet and start looking around to see if Rita or Ruth are in this room.
So you jump out of the cabinet and kind of politely pushing past Ono as you do, and you look around the room, and it's like a almost like Victorian style dining room. You see in all the chairs, there's like almost like a mannequin sitting in them. There's a set of plates and forks and everything with wine seemingly in glasses. This very nice looking room, but no, you three are the only people in there.
They look over at Ono and Vander and just say, "Have either of you seen a woman around my age or a young toddler?"
Vander's still looking at his phone, and he's just gonna like keep typing. He's like, I mean, I can look through my pictures if you want, but like, I don't think so recently.
Ono just woke up, and I think the only person, only woman around your age is Ono.
Just puts his head in his hands and groans a bit, and then looks back up. "Okay, have either of you seen anyone else, or is it just the three of us here?"
Looks like just us, unfortunately.
And as you two are saying this and trying to figure out what is going on, You hear the dropping as Vander drops his phone, and you hear a, "What the fuck?" And you look down, or you look over, and you see him looking at his wrist, looking at a bracelet that you two have the same one, and he just looks over and he goes, "Oh my god, this isn't, I have a sponsor, they're gonna kill me, like, this is not, I can't be wearing this."
Are you not at all concerned as to anything that is happening here?
Vander is just gonna look over at Harry and, like, kind of lean over on the chair that he's next to and just go, "Oh man, we know in my life this is probably just one of my dudes. They're probably just pulling another prank for the tube. Probably just something with that."
If the prank involves kidnapping my wife and daughter, I will have you put behind bars, if not worse.
Oh man, I got really good lawyers. You could talk to them. I'm sure my homie I'm sure he had some contract or something in this.
He just rolls his eyes and starts investigating the room.
Ona's gonna look at the bracelet and she's gonna put it up to the light and just go, "It's really cute, but I don't really like it on this wrist." And I'm gonna try to pull it.
You try to pull it, and you're immediately forced to pull your hand off of it, as Vander seemingly does the exact same thing at the exact same time, and you can just feel the shock go through almost like your bone.
She's gonna make a sound and just go, "Okay, don't pull it. Got it."
And suddenly these bracelets start making a ringing noise. Like, almost like a phone call.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm like, how do I turn how do I answer?
And after a couple of seconds of, like, 3 dots appearing and doing, like, a little buffering thing, it shows up a sound wave and starts to speak. However, for you guys, we will come back to that. We are going to switch back over to the other group. So as you three hear, Katya, Oliver, and Terry, as you three hear this voice going over the bracelet, do you listen? Do you try to do anything?
I'm listening.
I'm staring.
Gotcha.
Intently.
And suddenly a clearly just robotic voice goes over the bracelet speaking to y'all, and you hear, it's like clearly not a person, it's clearly a robot of some sort, and you just hear, "Participants 5, 11, and 12, welcome to the dormitory." And do any of you do anything as they start to speak, or are you just continuing to listen?
Hey,
I'm sitting
hey, is this like a phone call? Or is this a recording? He's like tapping the watch, like as if thinking like that'll help.
You tap the watch and you can see, like, clearly taps are doing something. It's a touchscreen. But the voice continues on, ignoring you.
I sit crisscross applesauce, and I see if this voice responds to our own voices. Hello, does that apply to us? Are we 5, 11, and 12?
The voice seemingly pauses for a second and just goes, yes, you are.
Oh, okay.
And
He stays quiet and listens.
yeah, the robot then comes over the radio going, now, if I may continue, these dorms were used during the most recent war of 2130. Many soldiers lost their lives in these beds, and many soldiers had to watch as they lost all those who they had recently gotten close to. Death is Oh, God.
I didn't need or want to know that.
She kind of just ignores you and continues going, death is a tragic thing, however. Now it'll be important for our mission here. In order to escape this room, you must find a 6-digit passcode and enter it into the safe at the other end of the dormitory. And you can see on the watch a little map of the room appears, and it kind of highlights this right here
Oh.
as probably being the safe she's talking about. And she continues on, you must search the room to find hints and clues in order to get the code. This test will be used to ascertain whether you are fit to continue on with our game, or if your participation will have to be terminated early.
Define terminated.
She ignores that question and just continues on, going,
Okay.
I'm going to kill you.
Your time limit will be 1 hour. More information on the game will be taking place will be given to you once all participants are able to leave their rooms or are unable to complete their tasks, and their participation is terminated. The watches you've been given can be activated by a touch on the screen. They will not be very useful now, but are going to be vital for your survival. We wish you luck and hope graciously for your success. And the screen goes dark again to how it was before the voice came up.
Okay.
I don't want to get fired.
I don't want to get... Dude, I gotta get out of here. I have a freaking opening shift. And I'm gonna start investigating for numbers.
Does anybody
Yeah.
else do anything before the investigation?
Katya is gonna tap on her watch and shout at it like, "You have no idea what I've even been doing. I need to get back to my job. Today was supposed to be the day. You have no idea who you're messing with. I don't know what you are or who you are, but when my corporation gets a whiff of this, you are going to be sued so far that you are never going to recover from this."
Didn't your company invite you to this? I think that's what they were trying to do.
What? What are you talking about?
Snap in his direction. Not at Terry, at
Yeah, Oliver.
Yeah. And like she holds her hand up like she almost does a quiet coyote thing at him and goes, "Shh. Shh, 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 shh. I don't want to hear you
Sorry,
speak again. You sound like a little kid. Shh. Okay? Mm-hmm.
He sounds so freaking upset, but he freaking listens.
Oh
Thank you." And she'll put the ears of the coyote down and turn around and start investigating.
Okay, so you three are going to start an investigation round, which I'll explain in a minute. However, I'm going to quickly move back over to the other people and start their investigation round. As Harry and Ono, as this bracelet continues to speak to you, do you do anything special or just listen along?
Ono's just listening.
Harry?
Psyking? Psyking!
I'll just take that as a just listening. Okay. So, you suddenly hear over the bracelet, it just starts going, "Participants 2, 8, and 14. Welcome to the dining room." And
Thank you.
you can see on the bracelet from the sound wave as she is talking, like it's lighting up. You can clearly see that it's just it hears you, but it doesn't respond. And it continues on. Back hundreds of years ago in the French aristocracy, a terrible tragedy occurred when 13 noblemen and noblewomen were killed over a dinner party due to Madame Matthew and her husband Duke Matthew, as well as their son Laurent Matthew, after a series of political decisions that brought the Matthew estate to a lower position than they would like. They took matters into their own hands and hosted a dinner party with all their political adversaries. Death is a tragic thing.
What exactly is the point of this history lesson that you're giving us, and why are we here?
The voice stops for a second listening to you, and then ignores your question and continues on, saying, in order to escape this room, it is now your job to figure out what happened on that day. Hidden throughout this room are the clues as to which doll sitting on the table before you is which Duke and Madam. If you would like to escape, you must figure out what seats Madam Matthew, Duke Matthew, and Laurent Matthew had on that tragic night, and input them into the safe on the other side of the room. This test will be used to ascertain whether you are fit to continue on with our game, or if your participation will have to be terminated early. And you see on your watch, the similar map appears and is pointing to this safe in the right corner over here.
And what if we don't want to participate in your little game that you're talking about?
It stops for a second and kinda just takes a second and then speaks up, going, Participant 8, participation is mandatory.
And what if I don't wish to participate?
It will take a second before continuing on and saying, this bracelet that you have been fitted with is filled with a special toxin that can kill almost instantly. If you are to fail this room, the toxin will be injected and your participation will be terminated.
Oh no.
Why is this being done?
It is going to listen and completely ignore that question and continue on. Your time limit will be 1 hour. More information on the game that will be taking place will be given to you once all participants are able to leave their room or are unable to complete their tasks. The watches you've been given can be activated by a touch on the screen. They will not be useful now, but are going to be vital for your survival. We wish you luck and hope graciously for your success. And the watch shuts off.
After it finishes, Ono's gonna stare for a little bit and then is going to stand up and walk over to Harry and hold her hand out and go, I don't know you, and I didn't say hi to you properly when we got out of the cupboards. Hello. I'm Ono. Or Sayaka, but friends call me Ono.
Harry, I don't think now is proper time for introductions.
I think it is, since we're gonna have to work together.
And
We need to get working on this.
As you two are talking, Vander is over in the corner freaking out. He has gone into the fetal position and is just kind of rocking back and forth, just like kind of muttering under his breath, just going, my followers, my followers, my followers. And it is clear he is going to be no help here.
I completely forgot he was here. I'll be real. It's okay.
And both
Alright,
rooms, you suddenly see as the watch boots back up again, now with a red screen, and the lights in the rooms flash red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, before stopping. And the voice comes back over the radio saying, round 1 shall now begin. And you see on the watch a 1 hour timer has started counting down.
Hey.
Fuck.
I
don't know what
okay.
sick, twisted person is doing this, and I don't know.
I don't either, but as far as Ono's aware, this is the only way we're gonna survive. So, you look like you have a good, intuition. Let's start looking.
And with that...
Alright.
Oh, go ahead, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're fine. Alright. Then... You start investigating the table, I'll start investigating the fireplace.
Sounds good.
And with that, so I will teach how we're going to do these investigation rounds in a moment. However, I want you guys to decide amongst yourselves. We're going to do one room and then the other's investigation. So which room would like to go first?
I'm okay with the room with Harry and Ono going first.
I nominate y'all going first.
Yo, what the fuck?
You're already here.
I guess we'll start with the dining room. So
That's fair. No, that's very fair.
Harry.
I also just a side note, like out of character, I love that Ono and Harry just immediately disregarded Vander. Like that doesn't he doesn't matter.
He sucks.
Alright, let's get this shit done.
Harry and Ono. I need you two to just roll a d20 for me and tell me what it is.
19.
6.
Reroll, Harry.
Huh?
Reroll.
19.
Oh, that's fine. I managed with my first roll to also roll a fucking 6 with Vander. Okay, so you can see the turn order. So investigations will be done in turns. I'm gonna let one person do their action, look at what they want to do, interact with what they want to do, and then we'll move on to the next person. We're just going to keep doing it in a round-based format. You can move anywhere around the room you want. These rooms are small enough that you could make it anywhere. And on your turn, you can either investigate, you can interact with something, you can just do essentially whatever action you want, as well as talking to other players does not take an action. You can just do that, whatever. And with that, then... Oh no. Oh, I was about to say, so the timer is technically an actual timer. However, for this first round, because it's kind of the introduction and stuff, you have an hour to do it, which is approximately 60 turns. So you can kind of just ignore it. If it took 60 turns, I would be shocked.
I would be too.
We have going by the logic that 10 rounds is a minute. We have a lot more turns until an hour passes.
You have 600
wanna...
turns.
Dusk, I hate you for putting me with the word puzzle and the story puzzle. Like I hate you.
It's still really. It's still a 6-digit code.
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my own paper because I'm scared of myself being dumb. But to start off, Ono is first going to see the positions of the table, and since the watch said that people were sitting there, she's going to try to see if there's any names written around.
Where on the table are you doing this?
Where on the I'm gonna, since I'm right here, I'll go to like in between these two here.
Okay. So you begin looking around, just trying to find whatever you can on this table. And there's mannequins sitting in the seats, but they all look the exact same. They're essentially exactly like the mannequins you'd kind of see in clothing stores and stuff, where they don't have a face. They're like all just white. They aren't dressed in anything. They're just all sitting in each of the chairs. And you look... Every table set is exactly the same. There is a plate, 2 forks, a sink, and a spoon, and a knife. There's a sink.
I was really confused. I was like, how do you fit that many sinks?
As well as a wine glass set there with a red liquid that you could probably assume is wine on them. But there was no names or anything, no. Every set that you can see is the exact same.
Okay.
At least from where you're looking.
What the heck? My little eyes can't see the whole table.
You can see the whole table. I'm just saying there's nothing interesting on the table, or at least in your immediate area.
Okay. Ono's gonna relay this and say, nothing really interesting here. And then can I move again?
Yeah, you can move wherever.
God, I'm really. I first I was intrigued by the. I wanted to say, is it organ? Is it?
Yeah. However,
Okay, so I'm really. Is that just a prop thing?
no, sorry, I'm just saying you investigated the table on your turn, so I'm gonna move. You can move over there. I'm gonna move over to Harry now, though, and we will talk about the organ once we get back.
No,
to
that's fine. I'm really intrigued by that moose.
you. And Harry,
Like I wanted to be intrigued by the organ, but I'm not.
Harry, you're up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna investigate the fireplace.
You look at the fireplace. The fire is crackling. That it's going. It's pretty warm. Nothing super special about it, though. It's a fireplace. There is a little fire poker right next to it, but you can kind of see that it's like damaged and worn out to shit, and like it probably wouldn't actually be very useful. But otherwise, it is a completely open fireplace. You could literally walk into the fire if you wanted to. And it's real logs burning.
Interesting. He's gonna then go over to seeing Ono go towards the organ and the moose. Is gonna go over towards the stove.
Okay. And we will come back to you. Vander is going to take his turn to go into this cupboard and hide. Oh no, you are up. Peanut.
Sorry, I was muted, but the whole time that you said that he was in the cupboard, I was just grr, yeah, this guy, grr, I hate this guy. Okay. I wanna look at the keys of the organ because I'm a little music gal, so maybe that there's something interesting on there.
It's a pretty standard organ from what you can see.
Okay, there's nothing written on the keys or nothing.
No, it's a regular organ. It's really nice.
Okay, that's cool. What about this moose? What can you tell me about this moose?
Are you gonna do anything with the organ, or you want to know about the moose first?
Well, I want to know about the moose first, please.
It is a regular taxidermy moose. It looks pretty real, but
Okay,
it's
but
just
like, what
mounted
is-
on the wall, a little bit above your head level.
Okay, what about its eyes? What can you tell me about its story? You know, how did it die? How did it feel? Like what emotion is it portraying at this moment?
Blank expression. It has regular green eyes. It looks like a very standard taxidermy moose. It probably got hunted.
I'm nodding. I like it. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna. Can I play a little tune on the organ? A little like I mess with the keys a little bit to play a song that I know, which I only know one song on the piano.
Yeah, you can do that. Make me. I gotta think of what kind of check this would be.
Yeah, we don't have performance.
Yeah, no. Give me. I will let you pick between dexterity and sleight of hand.
I'll choose dexterity. It's just 11. I don't really know the organ too well.
You start playing this organ, doing what you can. You're a little foggy on how to play it. You don't remember where some of the keys are, but as you're playing it, it creates a okay sound. It's a regular organ. It sounds nice.
The melody you hear is do 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 do, and then she's gonna give up, and then turn over to Harry and go. The organ doesn't say anything. It doesn't tell you anything. Nothing with the dinner.
Vander has shut when he went into the cupboard, he shut the door, and you could just hear as you start playing, he just screams.
Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it's not that bad.
And now that you've played the organ, I'm going to take that as your turn, and we're going to move back over to Harry.
Harry's gonna call to Vander. Did you recognize that tune?
He is not responding. He is.
All right. Investigating the stove and countertop area.
You're looking on the stove. There's a pan on there that doesn't have anything in it. It doesn't look like it's been used recently. It looks fairly clean. There's also a pot with a little spoon in it, and there is a red liquid inside that pot.
Okay. He's gonna pull the spoon out and investigate what it is.
Make me a nature check, would you?
Let's see if this goes well this time.
Oh, actually, I'll let you do... Okay. No, never mind. Just do nature.
17.
Okay, you check, and you can see this is wine. This is probably the wine that's in all the glasses. It's not warm. It's fairly room temperature. And with that high of a check, I will let you also know it is not, like... The stuff that is in this pot is not poisoned in any way. It's standard wine.
Because as he swirls it around and tries to pull out anything with the spoon, does anything come out, or is it just the wine in there?
It is just wine in there. It's a pot with, for some reason, wine in there. It's sitting on the stove, which isn't turned on.
I'm gonna turn on the stove.
You turn on the stove, and you like flip the dial over and over again, trying to turn it on, and nothing's happening. It seems like this is a very old stove. You'd probably need some sort of thing to light it yourself as you were turning this dial.
He takes out his lighter to light it.
I forgot you had that. Okay, you take out your lighter and hold the lighter to the flame as you turn the dial, and the stove lights up normally, and the wine starts to warm up.
This is... Honestly, if they were going to do this to us, they could have made us done something less blasphemous than heating up wine.
And that will be your action for the turn. I assume you're going to wait and see what happens with the wine.
Yes.
I will let you know. It will take probably about 4 turns for anything to happen as it heats up.
Gotcha.
It'll take a little bit for it to actually heat up. It's Vander's turn. He is in the cupboard. You can hear him almost starting to weep to himself. And it is now Ono's turn.
Oh no. God, what a loser.
I mean, you're on the other side of the room, Ono. You can't hear this. Just Harry.
Oh. I mean, like, I'm saying that because I don't like him.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't make a ref for him. I guess I might as well start moving around to the right. Can I take a look at both the mirror and the chair that or like the seat that I'm next to in the area?
Yeah.
Because
you look at the mirror. It is a normal mirror. As you're standing there, you see your reflection back. Hey, you look pretty good. You look great.
Well, thank you.
Besides the, mark on your neck from where you got smacked, that doesn't look great.
That's embarrassing.
And you...
People to Hickey.
No.
My super
no.
hot, sexy boyfriend. He just totally just,
I need to know, when you're looking at this chair, what exactly are you looking at?
Chair?
You're looking at the chair itself, not the table or...
Yeah, I wanted to look at the table, like how I did similar on the other side of the table, but you said that from where I was at that point, nothing was different from my immediate
Yeah,
position, but I've changed positions now, and this looks like the head of the table, so maybe it's a little special.
it is the head of the table. You can see that it looks the same as it did from the other side. The chair is standard, it's the same. From this particular angle, you do not get anything.
Do you want me to look at this shit upside down or something? Like, why do you keep talking? Okay. It's God, I'm not smart. Are these? Oh shit. Was that my entire action to just kind of peek at stuff?
I'll let you do one other thing if you have something to do.
I'm now moving across the room. I would like to first also look at this other moose and then look into the barrels and like kind of rummage. I think
I will make you do the barrel stuff on your next turn. The moose, or this one is actually a little different, but it's a pretty standard taxidermy moose head. However, will you make me a computers check?
Computers? No shit about computers? Ah, shit, that is 6!
Okay, you don't get anything.
Do I suspect that there's something weird with it?
With that roll, I'm not elaborating.
I just wanted to know if I would suspect anything so I could relay that information.
It's a standard moose head.
Ono is gonna point at the moose, this moose that she's in front of, and then call over to Harry and just be like, I don't understand why these things are here. Like, these moose are really freaky, don't you think? It's kind of sad that, like, you know, you die and then you've got your head propped up as if you're a decoration. And Ono wouldn't like that. Not for herself or for anyone. It would really suck if we ended up dying and then our heads were just mounted on like this.
I don't think they'll be as sick as to do something like that. And as he's looking over at the moose, does he notice anything weird about it?
From this distance, no, it looks like a normal moose head.
Okay.
Fuck! I hate these moose!
And I am going to make that your turn, Ono. Harry, what do
Yeah.
you do as you're heating up this wine? You're making a fine soup.
Fine soup. Disgusting to make me heat up wine. He's gonna look at the countertop.
There's a bunch of bits and bobs,
Any?
extra glasses, extra plates. This is kind of clearly where they keep all the stuff for a dinner setup when it's not being used, but there is not a lot that's special. However, I will have you make me an investigation check.
Fuck you, 2 dice. That's a 12.
With that roll, you're not going to find anything.
Okay. Gonna start opening the other cabinets that neither them or Ono were in. And since Vander's in the one they were in, not disturb Vander.
Oh, come on. You don't want to say hello?
No.
Not really.
You open that cupboard, and I needed another investigation check.
I fucking hate this dice. Just move on. It's fine.
Well, tell me.
8.
This DC meets it, beats it. So you look in there, and behind just a couple of... There's really, really nice fine china in this cupboard, like a very beautiful decorated plates. And as you're kind of looking back, you find a small pill bottle in the back.
gonna take the drugs.
And you take the pill bottles, look at it, and it says on the label that these are pills meant for poison detection.
He's gonna widen their eyes and look to see how many pills there are.
There are 3 pills in there, and you can also see that on the back of the bottle, it has a little label telling you that if placed in a liquid, if there is poison in that liquid, it will change the color of the drink.
Does it say if it dissolves at all?
It does dissolve, yes. It dissolves into the liquid, and if there is poison in that liquid of some sort, it will change the color of it. However, I will make that the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Vander, hearing Harry open this cupboard over here, he's going to suddenly burst out of the cupboard, running up this way. And, oh no, make a perception check. Also, you as well, Harry.
What?
16.
12.
That's good enough for both of you. As he runs by, kind of coming into this corner over to hide, you notice, I was bothering you for a reason, Peanut. Under this chair right here, you notice as the wind from his running, a little card flies back and kind of lands behind the chair sitting over here.
Oh my god, he is useful!
And that will be his turn. Oh no.
I was gonna look at these barrels, but fuck that. I'm gonna briskly jog over to the place where the note fell and picks it up.
You notice that this is some sort of business card. And you can see it's some sort of business card that was clearly under the chair. And you can see it has the name Laurent Matthew on it.
He's gonna stare, and then I'm literally gonna do what I joked about. She's gonna get on her on all fours and look underneath another chair that I'm right in front of.
From under the table where these chairs are set up and stuff, I feel like you'd be able to see the entire thing. There's nothing else under the table.
Okay. She's gonna... Do I remember which chair it was that the card fell out of?
This one.
Okay. I'm gonna... She's gonna pull it out. I'm just gonna put an X on it because I don't want to forget.
Yeah, go for
She's
it.
gonna pull it out and she's gonna say to Harry, I found a business card. Underneath this chair, and I'm just I don't know what this means. Do you know this person?
Laurent Matthew. Isn't that one of the people that we're meant to be finding?
I don't remember.
I believe it is.
It is, yes. That is.
I genuinely
There was
don't remember.
there was the Madam and Duke Matthew as well as their son Lawrence.
Oh. Okay.
He is going to come over and place one of the pills in the glass in front of that chair.
You place the pill in this glass, and the wine does not change colors. Clearly, this glass specifically was not poisoned.
Interesting.
Oh.
Well, at least
do I
we
still-
know.
Yeah.
At least we know where Lawrence was sitting, but let me try something. He's gonna take the glass he just put the pill into, and he's gonna try to pour a little bit of that one into the other glasses to see if, because the pill dissolved in that one, if its remnants can also transfer to the other glasses, and therefore cause one of them to change color if they're poisoned.
Interesting. I'm just gonna roll a d20 for this, because I didn't think of that.
Wait, what are you going to do?
I rolled a simple d20. I am going to say, because that was a high roll, I am going to say that you are able to get enough poison. Where do you, like, what ones do you start pouring into?
All of them.
Like, where do you start, essentially? Like, what's your order?
I guess pretty much just goes clockwise around the table.
So you go here, there.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is not a lot of wine in these glasses. And you are only able to get enough to get these first 3 chairs before you run out in this glass. However, they all turn green.
Oh, you're so smart. Oh my god, your brain is huge.
Okay. So then we know which glasses were poisoned. They're... He's gonna pocket the pills for later, in case those turn out to be useful at another point, since, you know, big brains this.
Well, I wonder if you misunderstood something. The voice did say 13 people were poisoned on this night. 3 people, the Duke, Laurent, and the Madam, were the only ones left alive.
Oh, I did misunderstand that.
Yes.
I thought they died too.
Nope, they were the only 3 left alive.
Okay. That also
Okay.
makes sense because there's 16 plates. Okay. I thought there were 13 people, including those 3. Okay.
No.
Okay.
However, with you doing that, I will make that your turn. So I'm going to switch over to Vander quickly, who is rocking himself in the corner, sobbing again. And, oh no, you were up.
Great. It's God. What could I possibly do? Okay. So we what were the tables or that that Harry did where the wine
Got you.
changed color? Yeah.
So pink was good. This one, and this one
I
were
also
all
chose
poisoned.
that color. I was gonna do that. Okay. I've got a little brain. We're looking for the positions that the 3 people were in, right?
Yes.
That weren't
Okay.
poisoned.
That weren't
So-
poisoned.
So the
And
fact
we
that
already
this glass didn't change confirms that it was. This is where, obviously, based on the business card, this is where Laurent was
Yeah.
Laurent was sitting. But
Okay.
that confirms it because that glass wasn't poisoned.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I'm gonna. I can't do anything about this moose, can I?
You rolled too low, I'm sorry. I mean, you can investigate it, you just looked at it.
Wait, I can investigate it now?
I mean, you can do whatever. You just looked at it originally. You could do whatever you want.
Okay, does it have the same blank stare as the other moose?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna look at it again, and then she's gonna go through the barrels because I didn't get to do that last time, and my brain says do it.
So the barrels do not open. They are essentially like tables, it looks like, and there is a just series of pictures of what you would assume are the Madam Duke and their son. And will you roll me investigation?
I'll try. That's a 2.
Yeah, you don't see shit.
Alright. Can I pick up the pictures?
You try to pick up one of them, and it seems like they have been bolted down to this barrel.
What the fuck? Ono's gonna call Harry over and just be like, I found pictures. They're not really cute, I'll be real, but I found them.
They are very much in, like, black and white, like, old pictures, and Harry, you are up.
Alright, I'm gonna investigate the pictures and
Go
barrel
ahead.
now.
Make a check.
Is my dice gonna be a little fucking bitch? Nope. That's a 20. Dirty 20.
Great. So you are investigating these pictures, and you see that they're all bolted down, but one of them turns. And you flip this picture around, and you find that there is a diary page stuck onto the back of this picture.
I'm gonna read that diary page.
It says, August 23rd, 1648. The madam and her husband are very close, and she would never part from him, always having to have him directly to the left of her. She made it very clear to me that this would need to be the case for dinner tonight. Sir Laurent also came up to me, asking to discuss matters with Madams Lucia and Devereaux. And as such, the young lord requested to be as far away from his parents as possible. These requests were followed perfectly for the lord and lady's dinner, from head servant Loic.
Wow, that just helps us so much.
Okay, so the madam and her husband are going to be at the opposite end of the table, and they're going to be directly next to each other. That tells us a lot. And looking up and looking over, now that he's closer, does he see anything about the moose?
Yes.
Make a computer's check.
No!
Oh, fuck.
We fucking hate computers.
I'm a dad, I don't do the computers.
Shit!
Maybe I kind of do computers. 15?
That's good enough.
Okay.
You're looking in this moose's head, and you see that on the sides of the jaw are almost this electronic part, and you are able to tell from that roll that if anybody were to have touched this moose, that jaw would have snapped.
So we'll snap its fucking jaw.
What do you mean by snapped?
Essentially, if you put your hand near its jaw, it was coming down on your hand.
Ooh, I have an
okay.
idea. I have an idea. Don't touch it, please.
I will not touch it.
Okay.
And it is Vander's turn, who is still crying in the corner. So...
Okay. Ono is gonna turn over to Vander and just go, if you don't want to die, do you think you could try helping us and be useful for once and try helping us unhatch this moose, face? Because, if you don't do anything, you'll die.
Make a charisma check.
That is a 21.
Okay. Yeah. He looks up, kind of stopping to cry for a minute, and just looks at you, Ono, and kind of nods his head a little bit. It's like, what do you want me to do?
I don't really know, but Harry looked at the moose, I looked at the moose, and it seems like Harry saw something, and, well, you haven't really done anything yet, so Ono just doesn't want you to die, meaningless,
With that, he's gonna come over and start looking at the moose. But with what you just said, I don't think he's gonna touch it.
Oh.
He's just gonna start looking at it. And I'm gonna make him make a computer's check real quick.
Okay. Maybe he's useful.
He doesn't see shit.
Okay. Oh, not a thing. Well, I didn't see anything either, so I'm not gonna bash on him right now.
And... Go ahead.
Harry's going to point towards the jaw. This comes off. If you could perhaps help get that off and see if there's anything
Oh,
there.
okay. I don't think you understand what I said. This is not something that comes off. This moose head is just trapped. If you stick your hand anywhere
Oh.
near the jaw, it's just going to snap down on your hand. Both sides of the jaw are just going to clamp down like it's biting.
Oh,
blade.
okay.
This is just trapped. I explained it
gonna
bad.
say that then.
Y'all are really set on this moose head when it is just trapped.
I only am
thought
because
it was-
no. I know you said it was trapped. That's why I said he shouldn't touch it. I know what
thought
I'm
it-
doing.
I thought the mouth was closed and it was going to open to reveal a.
No, it is just trapped.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Ono,
Anyways,
since you did that
Harry
action,
doesn't say that.
yeah, since you did that action, I'm gonna have that be your turn. Harry, you're up.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay, Harry's gonna go back down towards these bottom chairs, these bottom right chairs, and is gonna investigate and see if there's anything around them that would indicate the Lord and Lady were
They're
around
standard.
here.
Nah, nothing's different about them. They're the standard.
Okay, what about the plates and the table?
Standard setup.
Okay. At this point, then I think it's been about 4 turns. Has it?
About. Yeah,
Okay, I'll check out the plot.
you cooked some wine. This wine was nothing. You cooked it.
Yummy.
Okay, but I did a little trick earlier. This had a lot more wine in it. What if I put a pill in this and then start pouring that into these bottom glasses?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Yeah, that's smart.
God, your brain is huge.
So
Yeah,
you.
I'm
How
gonna
does it
do
feel to have a
Kind of around on the bottom glasses, at the bottom of the table, away from where, I almost said Herbert, Laurent was.
So you are pouring where? I will say, I'm just gonna say it right now. If you use both your pills on the spot, I will let you just. There's so much in there that you could just take a cup, scoop out the stuff, and I will let you check every table spot.
Yeah. He's mainly checking these ones right now, though.
Okay. You do those, and all of them come up poisoned, except for these two are clean.
Oh,
Gotcha.
awesome. You did it!
Okay. But we need a code. So he's gonna go over to the safe and see what the safe is saying.
So on the safe itself, you see above the 6 digits you need to put, it says, over the first 2 it says MM, over the second 2 it says DM, and over the third 2 it says LM. And then
Interesting.
I need an investigation check.
Dice, don't be a little bitch. If you do, I will eat you. I will actually swallow you right now on stream.
That would suck. I'll be real.
Yeah, so good thing I got nat 19, motherfucker, 25.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show chat the Discord clues channel now. So you are going to find under the safe, kind of peeking out a little bit, is a paper that has this diagram on it.
Oh my god, you have
If
diagram?
it will let me send. Give me a second. Why
Hello?
are you being stupid?
I hate you.
You find this diagram.
Okay. They are then going to. There's 2 numbers for each of them.
Yes.
MM. What's the second one?
Oh, it is MMDMLM.
Okay, what were the Madam and Lord's names again?
They were just referred to as the Madam and Duke.
Madam and Duke. Okay, perfect. They are then going to write for Madam 07, for Duke 08, and then for LM 15.
The safe opens.
Wow,
Which
you
is in
did
the
it!
We will get to what is in the safe a bit later. I am going to shuffle over to the other room. And we are going to
You
do
guys got this.
their investigation. So, Katya, Oliver, Terry.
Hello.
Hello.
I will need each of you to roll a d20.
Nope,
Babe,
that's-
I'm
that's
just
a
gonna
D
say
minus
that
two.
you want to switch it over to
Wait,
the
were we
investigation
rolling?
playlist?
I just got back.
Did I, are you able to do that for me while I'm...
Yeah, I can do that.
Sorry, thank you.
I got a 5.
We're
Fine.
just rolling
Just a
flat dice.
straight d20, yeah.
Okay. 9.
Oh, whoops, I'm not. There we go. There we go. Now I'm Katya.
Yay.
Am I a loser going last?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Man,
cry.
reroll.
Am I a winner going first with a 9? Oh my god, I am.
What did you roll, Benzie? I can't see it, sorry.
A 6.
6. Got it. Thank you.
It is.
So, Terry,
Okay.
as you are sitting in the supposed quote-unquote dormitory, what would you like to do?
There's this like, sorry, I'm trying to give it to a map. There's like this toolkit here, I think, or is this part of the map? I assume that this is very detailed.
Yes, it is in fact a toolkit. You look in there, there is a bunch of standard stuff, almost that like somebody in the army outside of their weapons could need. And will you make me an investigation check?
Yes, I. 7.
You do not find anything of note.
Shit.
And we will move on to Katya.
Awesome. She's gonna come over here to these big green things and poke
So-
around in that.
I'm sorry, the mapping I was using wasn't great. Those are lockers.
Okay, I wanna search the. I'm guessing one by one through the first locker.
Yes. So in the first locker, you find nothing. In
Alright, is that my complete turn?
no, I will let you search all three of these.
Okay, thank you. I
In
will
the
dig
second
through all three.
locker is the only place you find something, and you find a roster, which I will post what it says in the chat for clues. Sorry, that's not done. I didn't type it out correctly. For chat, it says it has a list of 6 names, and it goes Private Williams, Private Smith, Private James, Private Lee, Private Mon, and Private Canary.
Alright, I will hold up the list aimed at Terry, but not yet aimed at Oliver.
Awesome. Thumbs up.
And as you find that, we will move on over to Oliver.
Hi. I'm considering we're looking for numbers for a safe. I kind of want to know if like there's any like thing that the safe is like saying. that we should like look for or something?
So the same as Harry and Ono's room, it's a digital interface safe with a little keypad, so you can type in the 6 digits, you can see the 6 digits listed. But unlike theirs, no, the safe does not say anything. It is just the 6 digits and the key code.
Can you do anything else? Is that it for my turn?
I'll let you do another thing. That was quick.
Alright, I'm looking at whatever the frick this cabinet.
So it is a table full of military rations. Just a bunch of different of those, like, already made meals in the little bag for, like, a very quick emergency.
MREs?
Yeah, those. That's the name. Just a bunch of MREs listed around, like, everywhere. You're kind of going through them. None of these sound great. They kind of sound gross. And there's nothing special here.
Alright.
And
That'll be my turn.
Yep. All right, back to Terry.
Okay. Well, since I'm blind and I don't know how to investigate a toolkit, I'm gonna investigate. Just gonna kind of like. First, I'm gonna just kind of like check, like under this bed here.
So these,
Like if it.
I will say, these I didn't have the option. These are all bunk beds. They are sets of 3.
Oh. Well, that makes things. I don't know, because I was gonna check under the covers, but is that an action to like check under like each one?
I won't let you check both sets of bunk beds simultaneously, but I'll let you check the entire bunk bed.
I'll check this one bunk bed over here first. Like I'm just kind of, I'm ripping off the cover. I'm like checking underneath, just like.
So you're ripping off covers, you're ripping off pillows, chucking them around the room, and under the top bunk on this right side, you find a letter that I will post in the chat and then read out for actual chat. It says, "My dearest Aurelia, the war has been tough. Private Smith below me has been coughing the entire night, the gas having entered his lungs causing him to struggle to breathe. I feel bad for the kid. He didn't do anything to deserve this. We lost Private James today as well. I really miss the old man. The bunk across from me feels so empty without him. Private Mon and Private Lee were talking before they fell asleep, talking about how much they missed him as well. That side of the room feeling so much more empty without him. I hope the war can end soon. I really do miss you, my love. Until I can see you again, Private Vex Canary."
So I'm gonna assume this is in death order. That was my turn, and that was my
Yes.
turn.
So that will be it for Terry.
Yeah, move on. Okay.
Alright. Terry checked that bunk bed, so I will check the other. My tokens are in the way, so I can't see the bottom of the map, so I hope I'm in the right spot.
Oh, the
to be
turn
checking
order?
bunk bed. No, the like tokens. For some reason, I can't move them.
Oh, yeah, this Roll20, it will not let me move them for any reason. I cannot figure out why.
It's so stupid. I hate it so much.
None of us can
It's so
move
weird.
them. But over that, you're looking over the bed, pulling off sheets and covers as well. There's nothing on the bed, but... Oh, no, never mind. There's nothing here.
Dang it. Okay.
And that, since you investigated, I will make that your turn. Oliver?
Alright.
Actually,
So,
I'm gonna do this here. Oliver, as you begin, make me a perception check.
oh no! Why are you asking me to do things? How could you do this to me? That's gonna be an 11.
That's good enough. Over
Oh my God.
this bonfire in the middle, hanging by seemingly a cord, you can see a string almost attached to the ceiling. However, this ceiling is like a good 12 feet up, but there's a key dangling down from the ceiling above this fire.
How high up is the key?
About 12 feet.
Is there anywhere I could climb up and try to jump to get this thing? I don't care if I get burnt.
The tallest thing that you could actively get on are these stools, and they are like a foot.
I'm guessing I can't jump 11 and a half feet up in the air. Well, technically
You're 6 foot.
feet.
It would be a 5
Yeah.
foot jump. I will let you make an athletics check for fun. However, if this is not a nat 20, it's a no.
Oh no. Look, usually Oliver would say something, but since he was instructed not to talk, he's not going to say anything.
Oh my god, what have you done?
He can
So-
like that.
I'll note that in my head and look at whatever the frick this chest is.
It's a little storage chest full of people's belongings and stuff. And investigation check for me.
Come on, you can do this.
Alright, do I get any bonus? I forget. Nope. Okay, that's going to be a 15.
Good enough. Under everything, you can see 3 metal rods. And I will have that be your turn. And we will move on to
All right.
Terry. Perception check.
That's a 17.
You also see the key.
I'm sorry, I faced that. What key?
The key that is hanging above the fire, it's hanging down from a little cord. It's about 12 feet up.
Oh, it's like this up here?
Yeah, it's hanging over this actively burning fire.
I can't reach that.
However, you do notice the key. Because
I do notice it.
Oliver didn't
That's
say
good.
shit.
Thanks, Oliver. Is this its own little cupboard here?
Yeah, it's a little dresser next to the...
Opening this.
As you try to do that, make me a sleight of hand check.
Fuck. That's a 6.
So as you open this drawer, you kind of reach in your hand in. You don't notice that there is a just pile of broken wine bottles that are scattered all over the place. And as you reach in, a shard of glass stabs you in the hand. And you are going to take 2 damage.
Oh, shit. He's gonna be trying to freaking get the shards out of himself, his own try to dig it out of his fingers.
Make a medicine check.
Yay! I'm good at that, right? No. 11?
The cut was very minor and it was barely stuck in there. You're able to carefully grab it and pull it out, and your hand starts trickling down a little blood. Nothing bad.
I'm gonna wrap myself up a little bit. I have gauze.
Yeah, you use your gauze and wrap yourself up a little bit, and that will stop any future injuries from coming from this. And I will have that be your turn. Katya?
All right. I'm just making sure this desk that I'm also next to. Oh, there's a backpack next to it.
There
I
is.
should probably touch on that. Let me touch on that.
You open the backpack or scrolling through. It's a bunch of men's clothes, army uniforms, undergarments. There's nothing special in there.
Oh my god. She just looks vaguely disgusted the whole time. And dumps the bag out.
Are they unwashed or something? Or are you freaking getting grossed out over washed clothes?
He's a hater.
They're ugly.
They are, in fact, very much unwashed.
Oh, okay! Oh,
That's so much worse. She was just frowning because they were ugly.
There's not a dryer in here, guys. There's no washer.
This is the
wash in
army!
the freaking sink!
And
I don't know.
that was so minor, I will let you do another thing on your turn. Oh, perception check. I forgot to have you take one.
Oh, okay, cool. I realized I rolled it wrong last time, so let's fix that. A 4! Lovely.
You,
That's
you
my
have
second
no
nat
clue
20
that
tonight.
there's a key here. That key is not in your vision.
I'm just blind.
And
I'm
yeah,
blinded by the smell of the clothes.
yeah, they are nasty. It's clear that there's been some dudes doing some rigorous activity in these.
Gross.
And if you'd like to do one more thing, you may.
Really? Well, I don't see the key, so I
You do
don't.
not.
I guess I should just walk away since I'm not gonna know it's there next time. Have we checked this?
Yes, that was the
Yeah.
table of food that Oliver checked.
Alright, I'll just go dig at this. I can't move myself. That's not a you thing, I'm just in the way of my.
Oh, okay.
I'll go dig at this table on my next turn.
I'll let you do that right now. However, it is not a table. It is a burning fireplace with a bunch of fire inside, and it's crackling.
How about the stumps? Can I touch the stumps? Check them? See if
You
they can
may
flip
touch
over,
the
anything like
stumps.
that?
You look at these stumps. You're able to kind of like lift them up and like tilt them. They're not that heavy, but as you do, they're standard stumps for sitting.
Gotcha, okay.
And I will have that be your turn, Oliver.
Alright. Can I put, like, the metal, like, rods in each other?
Make a survival check.
1.
You try, Oliver, and you're fumbling around with these. You don't see any real way to do it. And you drop one of the rods on the floor, making a loud clanging noise. And Katya and Terry, you both see exactly what Oliver was doing.
Oh my god. Why would you do that?
It makes the like metal pipe sound effect.
Yeah, cut it in lights! How long are each of the rods?
What?
How long are each of the rods?
About 2 feet.
Frick. Oh no. 3 feet in the air is less than 5 feet. Should I try?
Can I just say the fact that you failed the survival check? The DC was so low.
He's never been camping before. He's
Dude,
stupid.
we're such a loser investigation team, and the other room had a guy that kept crying.
We are.
Worse than he was just screaming, crying all the time.
I'm going to try to get the key with one metal rod.
Make an
Are any of us
athletics
strong enough to
or
pick each other up?
what was that?
Are any of us strong enough to pick each other up?
Oliver probably is.
Oliver probably.
He's decently strong.
Oliver, you may choose between athletics or sleight of hand for this.
Can I do strength?
Why would this be strength?
Because I really wanted to.
No.
You
gave me an actual reason.
10.
A 10?
Yeah.
For this, you're sitting there fumbling, trying to get the key to come down, and you're just smacking it with the pole. It's not coming down or anything. You're just smacking that key. And at this point, Katya, since you're so nearby, you see the key now. You just hear Oliver smacking against it.
He has tears in his eyes. He's trying so hard. And he just can't.
And that's gonna be Oliver's turn, Terry.
Oh my god, okay. Well, because trying to get through the fire is not helping, can I go back in the bathrooms?
Yeah.
And see if the sink works?
So you go to turn on the sink, and you turn it on. It does work. The water is a deep, dark brown. However, it is spitting out water, And because I couldn't put it on the map, I will also let you know there is a medicine cabinet sitting above the sink if you feel like checking that.
I do feel like
You try to open it and it is locked shut. There is a keyhole on the front and it is locked.
Fuck. So I need that gate. Is there like anything I could like fill water with in here? Or like outside?
I will only let you check in here for now, and the answer is no.
Shit, I gotta head out then. That's my turn. I will continue searching.
Katya?
Alright, she's gonna hold up the coyote again, making direct eye contact with Oliver, and goes, I want you to lift me up, and I'm gonna open the coyote's mouth, okay? You can talk again. Are you ready?
Nods.
I will say,
She'll
Yes, ma'am.
open the coyote's mouth.
I will fully let this happen. It will use Oliver and your turn. If you two are both cool with that, we can go for it.
Oh.
Yep.
Are you good with that? Okay. She's
Yeah.
like 5'6", 130 pounds.
He is 6 foot, so all you guys will be able to reach it. However, I am going to make Oliver make a strength check.
Yeah! That's gonna be a 12! I hate this dice!
How heavy is Katya? How much does she weigh?
Oh, what? I would say like 120, 130.
In that case, I will say a 12 succeeds. You are able to put Katya on your shoulders, and you are able to hold her there.
Let's go! I did something!
And
Oh,
Katya, I assume you are reaching for this key.
Yes.
I am going to make you make a sleight of hand check.
Oh my god. Okay. No problem.
Or athletics. I'll let it be athletics if you prefer that.
I'm praying for you.
Let me see which one I prefer. Hold on. Where's my dexterity? Okay, where's my sleight of hand? Does not matter. Pray
Athletics?
for me. Athletics. Whoops, my bad. Let me check my athletics stats. I have something for that.
Yeah, do an athletics.
You are a lifesaver, thank you. Not a lot, but it's something. Oh, I rolled 2d0. Sorry. I was very confused.
Damn, you failed that
crazy
bad.
roll.
Dang,
Let me roll that
0.
That's a 10.
I think that's good enough. You're very high up here. And you're so close to the key that you're able to grab it without any issues and rip it down from the cord. And you have this silver key.
Oh my god,
She'll
y'all actually did
cheer.
it. Yay.
And then, because she cheers, she nearly knocks herself off Oliver's shoulder and frantically pats him to be like, put me down, put me down, put me down.
And
I put Katya down.
So you do that, and as you grab this key, will both Oliver and Katya make me perception checks?
Okay.
Give me a key, give me a
15.
key.
What was that?
15.
Perfect.
10.
So both of you notice this. As you grab the key, you can see on each of the bottom posts of these beds. So there's 3 of them, one for each bunk at the end set of each bunk. A set of lights come on, just a red light. There's 6 of them at the foot end of each bed.
They're gonna blow up.
And that will be you two's turn. Terry.
I'm gonna step out because I was already like looking for like someone to fill bar with, but now we have the key now. I see this over here, right? The lights.
Perception check.
I saw this, and he's freaking blind as a bat. He's blind as a bat. 7.
No, you don't see the lights.
I'm not paying attention at all. She's wait, are Katya and Oliver still in like? Is she still in his shoulders?
At this point, Oliver had just let Katya down. She's like just landing
Awesome.
on the ground, dusting herself off.
Yeah. Damn, I can't
I
make
let
fun of y'all.
Katya down a lot.
My god. Okay. Fuck, what if I not looked at in here? there's like this backpack here, like wedged in between like the door here. No one's checked this out, right?
No, you open the backpack and it is more used garments.
It's no. I'm freaking. I'm taking that, like, throwing it into the bathroom, and just like far away in the corner, so we don't have to deal with it.
You throw that in the corner. It hits the sink, and as it's passing by, you left the sink on, so it gets like a little bit of brown water on it as it splats up against the wall.
No. Shit.
And it just lies there.
Can I turn off the sink?
Yeah, you can turn off the sink. You turn off the sink,
Yeah.
and that will be your turn.
Okay. It's freaking. I almost just flooded the bathroom with shit
Katya,
water.
you're up.
I don't really want to check the dirty garment bags, so I'll go investigate whatever these lights are.
Make me a history check.
Ooh, that's a new one. Okay.
I think it's
If
the
I
best
would
thing for
remember
this.
to leave my sheet open at any point, I could get back to you faster.
You're good.
I close it like every 2 seconds. Okay, wait. Hold on, where is this? There we go. Found it. 11. Can any of us roll higher than a 15 at any point?
No.
To be fair, with
No.
how I've set the system up, lower rolls, it's like you're gonna get lower rolls than D&D, so 11 is fine. You're looking at these lights, and next to each light, you see a little slot in the bed where something can go, and you recognize this slot with that history check as a dog tag.
Oh, okay.
And there's 6 of them next to each light.
We have not found a single dog tag.
You have not.
I wonder where we'll find dog tags.
We should probably dig through the dirty clothes, huh?
Dirty clothes bags.
You
I'll
dug through
keep
2,
trying.
and there was not a single dog tag in any of them.
It wasn't? Okay, I
No.
thought we had like really investigate for them.
No.
Okay.
And, Katya, that was quick. If you want to do anything else, I will allow you to.
Oh, yippee. Oh, I already checked this and saw absolutely nothing, so I can't check it again, can I?
What?
The chest next to me that I rolled a 4 on perception.
I mean, you could check it again.
I can try again?
You.
Oh my god.
There's one that I
Alright.
cut my hand on.
Did we both fail the perception checks for this?
No, I failed a sleight of hand check to open it.
Oh.
I cut my
That's
hand
not
on some
good.
glass.
Oh,
Oh.
a 9.
A 9? Okay. You open the chest, and there's, like, random bits and bobs in there. Just nothing special, and you're kind of digging around, and nothing bad, nothing good. You don't notice anything, really. No dog tags.
Alright,
That's for sure.
gotcha.
And that will be Katya's turn. Oliver.
Yippee! Does Katya have the key?
Yes, Katya does have the key.
Okay, I guess I don't have the key then.
Oh
my goodness.
You look at these books, and there's some great literature in here. It's all stuff about being a dude. It's all dude stuff. We got sports for dudes, we got horses for dudes, we got the war for dudes. But nothing special.
It's like the books that like Ken gets about the patriarchy.
For the sake of avoiding that path, I will no longer look at the books!
If you would like to do anything else, that was quick.
Oh, I will look at these Wait, did we already look at these backpacks?
No, you guys have looked at this one and this one.
I'm looking through these backpacks!
Hey, baby, they're full of used garments. Let's go.
No
What?
dog
Oh!
tags.
And no dog tags. Yep.
Nothing in them.
And that will be Oliver's turn. Terry,
Okay.
after almost flooding the bathroom, what would you like to do?
Yeah, I did almost flood the bathroom, and I was going to investigate the bags, but I will not now. Has anyone checked this chest here?
Yep, that has been checked. Everything out in this outside room now, besides these 2 backpacks, has been checked.
Those 2 backpacks are gonna have it.
They're not. I don't.
They're gonna have it. I believe.
Can I try again on this chest here?
Yeah, sure. Make another sleight of hand check.
Please.
The DC will be lower this time
Oh my
because you
God.
know.
I did it. Dirty 20.
Okay, you open it up, able to avoid the glass, and with that high of a check, you are able to find an empty bottle that is still in a really good condition. There's like nothing in it. It's a pretty good bottle, and I will let you add that to your items to be used. You have a empty wine bottle.
Yay! I'm gonna beat someone with this.
That will be your turn, Katya. You're up.
Awesome. Can I like try to lift up the carpet?
Yeah, you can try, but as you try to lift up the carpet, it is bolted to the ground. And if anything, you're just ripping it more.
What is wrong with these people?
It's like a real escape room.
True. Alright.
You do have a
looked
key.
at the key. Can I just look at the key?
It's a standard silver key. It's for a pretty small hole. It's a very small, narrow key.
Oh, only.
Man, guys, we should probably communicate or something.
Y'all can communicate as a free action, even off your turn. That's allowed.
Yeah. I didn't know they got the key.
Does one of us have something that needs to be unlocked?
Yes. There.
Who has some?
The medicine cabinet in the bathroom.
Okay. If I am clearly holding a key, are you gonna tell me that?
I didn't notice that you had a key, I don't think. Or if I did, I was not paying attention because
Let's say
there was a
this.
little bit of a distraction.
Terry, now that you're right next to Katya, make a perception check.
Oh my god, if I fail, this is really bad. You'll never guess what I rolled!
What?
1!
You have no fucking idea that she has a key. She is waving this key around. You have no clue. You blind.
I'm just like, the jingle jingle is not working on this guy.
Why are we actually so bad?
Hey, look at the shiny.
Okay, well I haven't gone in the bathroom, so I'm just aimlessly wandering around this room, frustrated.
I mean, you see
Right
it.
away from my turn to say, hey, there's like a bathroom cabinet in there that needs a key.
I'm saying, you guys see the bathroom. You see there's another room here. Like, everybody sees that. You just haven't been in there. The door's wide open.
True, I should go check that out. Do I still have like movement left on this? Or
You can do whatever. You've done, like, nothing.
Okay, cool. I'll go in the bathroom then.
What would you like to do in the bathroom?
I want to look for this little locked cabinet that we were talking about. Just trying to find somewhere to put the key.
Because Terry did not give this information, as you enter the bathroom, make a perception check to see if you even realize the medicine cabinet.
21.
You see the medicine cabinet, and you instantly see there's a keyhole on it.
Alright, I will unlock that.
You open it up and see a set of 6 fake dog tags that have the names William, Smith, James, Lee, Mon, and Canary on them.
Well, I have the roster too, so perfect. If
And
I have any
will-
movement left, I'll just go back outside and end my turn.
I will say this to help, because we're also running a little low on time. You have checked and found every clue you need to solve this puzzle.
Perfect, thank you. I'll
Yup.
just go back outside and let somebody else's turn go.
Yep, Oliver, you're up.
Alright, so every clue has been shared within the entire group, right?
Yes.
I believe
Yes.
so, yeah.
Could I take the dog tags?
Yes, all yours.
Alright, so now that we got everything is shared. Alright, so these are triple tiered bunk beds.
There's a triple-tiered bunk beds. The letter was found on the top bunk of this right bed.
Okay. Alright, this is okay, I can work with this. Alright, so Canary is on top of the one with the note.
Yes.
Smith is under Canary.
Let me just say real quick. As you put in Canary's name tag, you hear a little click. Did that pick up? A little click?
No. Oh, clink.
Okay,
Okay.
a little click.
And it sounds like it was happy.
It sounded like it was
Alright.
happy.
It sounded like it was happy. Alright. Below...
She's smiling.
Or can I put in more?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright. Below Canary, I'm going to place Smith's dog tag.
You hear a little happy click.
Alright. Across, on the top bunk of the bunk bed, or of the bed across from Canary, I will place in James' dog tag.
You hear a little click, and it is happy.
Alright. So, now, let's see. Okay, this one is gonna require a small bit of guesswork, I believe. Since we do not have an exact freaking thing. Alright, so that leaves... So we already have...
You have
James
Mon,
has-
Lee, and Williams left.
Yep. Alright, so... Magn and Lee have to be across from each other since they were talking, or above each other. Either way, they have to be adjacent to each other. So I'm going to operate upon the assumption that... Let's see, are there any other clues?
And y'all can
Okay.
all talk if you realize anything here. I do not mind.
Sorry, I was doing something real quick.
You're good.
Okay, so
I'd also like the headcanon that, like, Oliver has, like, his pen out and has written this all on his arm.
oh my god.
And it's basically showing. Like, so either Lee and Mog have to be both on the bottom beds across from each other, or one has to be above the other under James. Either way, we just need those two figured out, and then we'll know where William stands.
Liam on. I'm thinking, I'm cooking. I put my brain power in this.
Y'all are missing another clue I put in there, but I'll...
Oh, frick. Before they fell asleep,
That side of the room.
the room
so it's
feeling so much more empty without him. Oh, frick! So it's... So James is the one that's dead.
Lamau.
Yeah, he's
So-
dead, so.
If they're complaining about how more empty that side of the room is... They're under James! So that means... Lee and Mom have to be under James while... Okay, I'm gonna put William's dog tag on the bottom bunk of Canary and Smith's, like, bunk bed set.
Happy click.
Alright.
Do we just have Liam on?
Sorry.
Yep, Lee and Mom.
Okay.
So...
And you have left middle and left bottom.
Right. Something war and end soon. Really do miss you. Should I take the hit and guess?
yes.
I think it's time for guesswork.
Okay, who tops in this relationship? Anyone gonna give a random arbitrary guess, or am I gonna have to give a random arbitrary guess?
You're gonna have to give the random arbitrary guess.
I don't know, maybe Lee Bottoms.
Alright, Lee Bottoms!
Lee is such a bottom name.
Happy click.
Yeah.
Lee
Oh my
Bottoms!
god!
Let's go! right,
completely
mom!
bottom.
Okay, so as you put in that last one, you can see the lights flicker again, and on the left top bunk, James's one now has the number 1 in the light. Under that for Mon, it has the number 2. Under that for Lee, it has the number 3. For Canaries, it has the number 4. For Smith, it has the number 5. And Williams, it has the number 6. I will post this in clues.
Thank you.
Alright, so I'm guessing this is death odor. Maybe.
Okay.
All right, so
Maybe
Williams
just try,
wasn't
like-
meant-
Maybe we should just try like the roster order first.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea.
So it'd be 6, 5. Wait. 1, 3, 2, 4.
You enter that in the safe.
Yes.
The safe unlocks.
Okay, thank God you said
Yeah.
that.
So,
'Cause
real quick before we end for today, I have a little bit left to do. It won't take too long. So we will go back to... Or actually, we're in this room. We'll start with you guys. You guys open your safe. Looking into the items that are located in said safe. And you find first a key that looks like it is a little bit bigger than the silver one. You assume it's the key to escape. You find an actual set of dog tags, unlike the fake ones that you put into the beds. These ones are clearly very real. They're like very rusted, and they have the name Vex Canary on them. As well as you find a red syringe that has a cap on it and is full of some sort of red liquid.
With my history in medicine, can I try to identify this at all?
Absolutely. Roll me a medicine check.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I have any points in medicine, actually, now that I think about it, because I think I designed her sheet after I made her story.
I haven't given everybody their special ability yet because I have kind of forgotten, and I'm going to do that in between the next 2 sessions. However, as your quote-unquote use for this session of your ability, I will let you roll this with advantage.
Thank God. It doesn't matter. It's a 12.
That's good enough. So, you look at this liquid and are kind of examining it, and it is clear this is nothing like you have ever seen before. This is some new liquid. You don't know this medicine. However, it is very clearly a medicine, and it looks like it will be beneficial if someone uses it.
Alright, I'll pocket that.
Okay, so you pocket the red syringe and the dog tags, I assume?
Yeah.
And use the
Unless
key.
somebody else wants to carry those.
Oh,
No.
and I will say,
dog tags.
I will say those dog tags, as they are found in this safe, those are going to be, you should put those in your evidence section for way later.
Sounds good.
All right.
And
Alright, I'll hand them to Oliver.
sweet. So Oliver has those, and we will head back over to the dining room for you guys' safe. Vander immediately running over to try and look at what's inside. But I assume Harry and Ono kind of looking more, like, closer, not letting him in.
I imagine
Yeah.
that Harry is like standing right in front of it, and Ono is like kind of bent down next to him, just kind of staring.
Gotcha. So in this, you find a similar key as the last room found. It is almost pretty clear that this is the key to leave the room.
Hmm.
You find a newspaper clipping, which is just the heading, which is y'all's evidence for later, that just says, "Death toll in war hits 50 million."
Oh shit.
As well as a red syringe.
Wait 1 second. Newspaper. Headline.
Let me do this. Oh, you got it.
I just put it in.
Do you want to put the dog tags on there as well, and I'll pin those? And yeah,
So-
you find those. The dog tags that the other group found that had the name Vex Canary on them.
these get added to our inventory with the little freaking Ace Attorney like evidence collected
Yeah.
sound effect.
Yeah, you guys get a truth bullet each that just appears in your little gun. And I will say, the newspaper clipping and the dog tags are stuff you will need later. These red syringes, I'm not going to say what they do until someone uses them, but those are not evidence.
Oh, they heal.
It's health. It's totally. You should use it on Terry right now.
Guys, I'm so hurt right now. I need
Oh
some
no,
red
he
juice.
cut his little
I cut my little finger.
He cut his finger. Get him some juice.
And yeah, you may use those whenever you feel.
Right now.
No, not right now.
Use them on someone dying so we can figure out how much HP they heal for.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah,
good
exactly.
idea. Yeah, that's a later problem.
We're missing 2 HP. We're not gonna figure out how much it heals.
I will say,
even now.
At least 2.
if Benzie rolled higher on that medicine check, I would have said exactly what it does. But
Aw, man.
I am gonna-
Can we do a medicine check?
yeah,
Oh.
for sure. Who wants to do one?
Do you have any medicine?
No.
Okay, I have exactly 1.
Yeah, you do it then.
I will do the exactly 1. Doesn't matter. Never mind. I rolled an 8.
Yeah, you don't get anything from this. You don't even know if the thing's safe. And so this is our little map of the basement. I will show you that you guys have just cleared these rooms.
I want to say that if I was more sadistic, I would immediately tell, I would be telling Vander to use it, but I won't.
And do you guys exit?
Yes.
God damn it. Who's
Yeah.
writing over these? So
We completed them!
you exit
did.
coming into a large room here. I just wanted to show that. And
Ooh.
you see coming into this room. There is actually 3 individuals here. I didn't have time to make the token for the other one. There's another person sitting on the couch with this girl. There is a very large, he's like 6'3", very clearly in like his 30s or 40s. He has crazy silver hair.
Actually, why don't can I just send it into art?
Send it in art. You can send these 3. He has crazy silver hair. He's wearing a similar eyepiece to what Katya has, as well as a large jacket with a bunch of gold embroidery on it. You see a woman sitting right next to him in a very short black dress, very high black boots with heels, a bunch of chains and jewelry. And then I need to know, out of the group who is in the dormitory, who comes first out.
Katya's probably leading her group.
I'm leaving immediately.
Kat-
I'm probably following right behind Katya.
Katya's leaving the group, and as you exit this room and open the door into the information center, Katya, you see a man in a white tank top, red shorts, slick back brown hair, a brown beard, and 2 clearly prosthetic robotic arms. And I need you to make a dex check as he gets startled by you guys opening the door and throws a punch.
Oh, my
I'm
dex
going
is
to check the
bad.
hit.
My dex is bad. That's an 8.
Oh no!
You exit the door and hear a jump from this man, a deep jump as you open the door, and he takes a swing connecting right into your face. And you are knocked flat out on the ground, and you are going to take, ooh, that was a high roll. That is 6 points of damage. As you are knocked flat on your ass.
Is my visor okay?
Yeah, he punched you on the side, essentially right above your microphone. So he hit only skin, and
Gotcha, okay.
Vander is looking on, taking a bunch of selfies with these new individuals, as he did with everyone else. And with the introduction of these 3 new characters, that is where we will end our first session for today.
Yay!
No!
I didn't know them. They're so pretty.
You guys want to know a fun fact?
Yeah,
I did these in like 3 days, I think.
that's
That is
insane.
incredible.
Good
Thank you,
job.
chat.
Coloring.
Uh,
The coloring for the 3 of them was done before the session.
On that perfect type grind, baby!
They're so
Yeah,
pretty. I love them.
They are
You-
incredibly pretty.
You popped off. I love
Thank
Ava.
you.
We're married now.
I
I'm
don't
getting
think you
married
want
to
that.
Ace.
You can have that, I
Insane
guess.
loser men.
Yeah, he's kind of a loser.
You guys are
Uh,
leaving me with the guy who punched me?
Yes.
He doesn't
You
shower.
guys are leaving the one who hit me?
I mean, everybody's in this room
It's
now.
Vander.
You two groups exited simultaneously, so this is the first time seeing each other. You're seeing these three, and yeah, Katya's flat on her ass right now.
Oh,
Well, no.
ah.
No, sorry. My response is, oh no.
Oh, no. And
I was seeing that happen to like Katya in front of him. He's just like he just lets out a freaking screech. He's like, ah!
Terry's like on like in this whole crowd, and he just like stops him. He's like, "Is that Vander? Holy shit! I follow that guy."
Terry, why do you follow a prank YouTuber? Stop!
You don't recognize me?
He hate follows.
Oh,
Oh.
No, Terry only listens to MCR.
He listens to like
Also-
NPR and like a bunch of like dubstep. He also listens to future funk.
Real
Oh
quick,
my god, he's a freaking dubstep boy. No.
real quick. Thank you, chat, for coming out and hanging out with us. I appreciate it. I will announce when we are having the next session on Twitter and Discord and stuff. Our schedules are all very busy, so it will be whenever we all have the day that can work. Ideally 2 weeks out. We're trying to do every other week so that things don't get a little too hectic with this.
now I just
wait,
kinda...
tomorrow.
I want it like kind of immediately now. Like, what if we
I
just
do-
did
I
it
do
like
too.
again? You know, like what if we
Section
did?
two right